Hey, Russell, drone shots. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Russell, drone shots. Good evening. Good evening. It's kind of cloudy and nasty here today. Not rainy, but just looks like it could rain anytime. I don't know how it is with the rest of you, but it's going all right. I had to get schedule a nail trim session with Boone tomorrow at my vet. His nails are getting a little bit too long. He's not going to be happy about that, but it is what it is. So Russell, how are you doing? And drone shots, how are you doing? How's the weather been with your folks area? Here comes Mr. Stickley. Hey Justin, how's it going?
It's good. Just hot out today.
Oh, is it
Oh,
hot there? Oh, it's only
really
60
hot.
64 degrees here.
Almost feels like 100 here. Got in the car a minute ago to go to the dollar store. About fried my fucking back of my thighs on the damn seat.
Oh yeah. You got vinyl seats and not cloth seats?
There's seat covers on them, but they're like kind of leathery type,
Okay.
and they get really hot.
Because I had somebody tell me if you live down south, do not put anything of vinyl or whatever in the cars because if you go in someplace, you come back out, you burn your ass.
I mean, they're good for protecting what's underneath it from the sun. But yeah, you do take that chance of fucking getting a second degree burn on your fucking thigh, the back of your thigh.
Yep. Hey, Brenda, how are you doing? Good, I hope. How's your little angel doing?
It's fucking hot. Just going to the dollar store and back was killer. Oof. What's up, Brenda, Jody, Russell?
The Yeah, I got two ships today, but it was cloudy. They turned out all right, but not what it's like when it's on a sunny, bright, sunny day, you know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, look at it, it's overcast and just kind of yucky.
Oh, it's always hard to tell what your background is because the sky always looks blown out looking through the TV from here. It's always hard to tell because to me it looks like it's sunny out.
Oh, I don't know why that is because
Well, it's because
yeah, but
I'm
what I'm
looking
looking
at
at over here is the actual photo that's being transmitted to there, and it's much darker over there.
well, it's a different resolution screen though too. You're going from a small computer screen to a large
Yeah,
TV. But see, on me, when I'm looking at it, you got to remember I'm looking at it through a monitor, through your camera onto another monitor.
yeah.
So it doesn't have the best quality.
She sure is a puppy, huh, Brenda? Yeah. Well, Angel's what, only about 4 or 5 months old?
Oh yeah, she's gonna be hyper as shit for at least another 12 months. Or starts
To a
calming
year,
down.
to a year and a half, maybe. Even, Boone has his moments. He gets hyped up, and
Well, that's what I was saying. She said she's 6 months already.
he's almost 3 years old. Boone knows exactly where I am at all times. Like if I get up out of this seat and I go to the kitchen, I look up and there he is. And if I come back here and lay down, sit down, he might lay there, or he might lay over there, or he might lay in the living room. Yeah, Brenda, I am too. I got the gutters cleaned, and that was good.
Well, some dogs might have a favorite spot to lay, and then other dogs they just lay wherever the hell they feel like at that time. Like Bo, he doesn't have a specific place. He just lays wherever the hell he feels like it. The only place he goes consistently, and it's during storms, is he goes under the side of my bed, my side of the bed, crawls underneath the bed. He gets scared. All you see is his big ass hanging out the side of the bed.
Does that look better? I got it. That's uncool.
Hold on, I'm not in my room. I'll have to catch up on it.
Here comes Joe.
It's a little bit more detailed on the sky. It looks like it's not so blown out.
What's up, Justin?
So,
What's up, Paul?
Hey, how you
did you
doing?
hear anything else since this morning?
You can see where I'm at. Yeah, I heard today or tomorrow.
If you ain't gone by there already, you probably ain't leaving today.
I didn't think of leaving today. All I know is they came in right at lunchtime. And when they came in right at lunchtime, they changed the wounds and everything. And it was the three pretty girls. They came in and they unwrapped and cut all the stuff loose and everything else. And then Kaylee comes over and she said, bend over sideways a little bit, bend sideways so she could see where they took the graft from. So I'm kind of leaning sideways, and she walks over and starts taking the tape off they've been putting on it for 3 days. And the skin is so irritated, right? I'm going, and they came in first off as soon as they got here and gave me the Delulu, the Lala,
Here comes
the
Mark.
Dilaudid, that's the heavy duty stuff. And so I got the drugs before they started really working on them. And the biggest thing is like Dr. Tran said, when they open that tegaderm off of that graft, you're gonna know what it feels like. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. And she puts a couple of pads on me and all this and gets everything set up. And then she starts taking that tegaderm off. And she says, you don't have to worry about that other tape. We're not putting that back on. Got a different bandage. So, because if we keep putting it on, it's gonna start ripping skin. I said, yeah, I know that. So she puts it on and takes the other tegaderm off. And I looked down at that wound, and it was just, it's just like it's healing, but it's like, you ever seen how, if you had a scab on your leg and you're getting water, you know how that looks? How it starts to break apart?
You mean
Mm-hmm.
like when it's cracking, when it's healing?
I can't say cracking. It's like it's a real soft scab,
Right.
like it's not. It doesn't have the air to dry it out. So that's what it is. It's got a wound that whole 8 inches by 4 inches, but it's not. I'm gonna say the word. It's moist. Okay, so but it's not healing. So what she does is she puts the pads underneath and starts washing it with saline and wiping it down. And I'm thinking that's gonna hurt like hell, and it didn't. Actually, didn't hurt at all. So it's got to be caught getting a layer on it. So
Yeah.
so she does all that, wipes it all down, then she patted it dry, and she put these three like 4x4 pads on it with a 4x4 Band-Aid type thing on it. So now I don't have anything that's gonna stick like that. So it's all padded now on that side. And I'm laying here, and this is at noon, right? At 3 o'clock, I decided I got to go to the bathroom because I've eaten enough lettuce and stuff on side salads now that everything's getting right. And I figured if they don't want to give me a stool softener, I'm gonna fix it myself. So I go to get up, and as soon as I stretched that leg out, I felt that graft, the one on the top.
Oh yeah, because it's like pulling a scab all that's all nice and tight and stretch it.
Yeah, I felt that
Yeah.
thing stretch, and I looked up, and actually, as soon as I felt the stretch, I got lightheaded, and I went, "Oh no, this ain't gonna happen like this." So I rolled out of the bed, got up, stood up, went to the bathroom, and every time I stand up, I can feel it stretch. So that's going to be the problem. It's going to be the only problem I might have. But as long as I keep it covered and everything else, it should be fine. And the pads on it now are absorbent, so it's not
What's
going
up,
to keep.
Dusty?
It's going to get all the moisture out of it, so that it can start healing better. So who's that coming in?
Johnny.
Uh,
Well, we didn't let him in the last couple of days. We'll find out this time. Oh, look, it is Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
What's up?
so
Hey, my friend.
Joe's still waiting to hear if he's going home or not.
Oh, I'm going home tomorrow for sure. So it's just
Glad you be near your damn razors, cause you sure are ugly.
thank you, man.
How you feeling?
Well, I would feel good as if it's just that one area where they did the graft, took it
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
Now that they've opened it up and let the air hit it and everything,
yeah,
and now every time I stretch that leg out, it's like, oh shit.
yeah. Well, it's probably tight, you know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It gets tight from that. It starts sucking up, you know.
But just think about it. I had one woman holding my leg, the other two rubbing on my leg.
There you go.
Yeah, and I told them, I said, look, I'm gonna take a picture of y'all doing this because I want to remember this. And they started laughing. I took a picture.
Justin, he gonna get kicked out of there.
I
But
know
they
he
don't.
is.
They're
He can get a
good. They're
sexual
good to me.
harassment charge.
They're gonna be like, his name gonna be blackballed from the hospital.
Yeah,
I don't
make
know.
sure
They keep giving him special food late at night. The
I
nurses.
didn't get no turkey last night. I told them I didn't want it.
You
I
didn't
didn't
want
take it.
turkey.
I got a big old pot of red beans and rice, Joe.
I had red beans and rice. I'm not gonna say it's as good as yours at lunch.
Yeah, that's
And
what.
again, they forgot the cornbread.
Oh, guess what? Bailey, Bailey was leaving Italy. Well, they missed the connection flight in Paris, so they got to stay in Paris tonight.
Well, that's rough.
Yeah. And their suitcase is not with them. And then they got to go from Paris to Colorado tomorrow.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Paris to Colorado?
Yep.
Seems odd.
just straight shot, huh?
Well, no, because then they got to come. I guess they would go to Colorado to shit. They might have to go to Colorado, Atlanta, and then New Orleans because the Delta hub,
Of course they got to go to fucking Atlanta.
I
But they're gonna pass Atlanta up going to freaking Colorado.
know, that's what I'm saying.
Stupid asses.
Like I said, so a lot of times that kind of stuff doesn't make sense to us, but at the end of the day, companies are all about saving as much money as possible. So there's got to be a reason they're doing that.
Well, I mean, they it was their fault. They missed I mean, it was the
It just sounds
airline's
dumber.
fault. They missed the connection flight, from Paris to, I mean, from Venice. No, they left Naples, Italy
It was their fault or the plane's fault?
No, it was the plane's fault. The plane was 2 hours late, so it made them miss their connection flight.
Oh, I would ask for an upgrade
They
to
ought to be
first
getting
class.
first class, huh?
I don't know. I don't even know if they got a room.
Most airlines will get you get you a room if it's their
Plus, they
fault.
don't have their luggage. They took their carry-ons.
Oh, always keep an extra set of clothes in your carry-on.
Well,
just
I
for
think
emergencies.
I don't know if they
Keep
it's
one
Well,
12
little
girls,
hopefully
even
they
if
can
it's
look
just a
outside and at least see the Eiffel Tower, you know?
I
Well,
guess.
Atlanta is a main hub for Delta, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Atlanta's a main hub for everybody.
They went from New Orleans. They went from New Orleans to Chicago to Atlanta
Yeah.
to Italy.
I said,
Oh, wait, New Orleans to Chicago to Atlanta to Italy.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like the U.S. mail.
Yeah. No shit.
like I said, I could take a
pirate ship.
like I said, I could take a space flight from Mars to the moon, and I would still have to make a connection in Atlanta.
Hey, you get your mini V copter today?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Mine's sitting on my desk.
Yeah, right.
No,
You ain't even got an email.
Johnny, he don't even know if his desk is even still there.
Yeah, I do.
You don't know what
I
Johnny
didn't know
cleared out
until
of
a
his
few minutes ago.
apartment
My
yet.
internet was out all day.
Huh?
Yeah, my internet was out all day, so all my cameras were out, everything.
I did get shit, it's storm bad, but now the sun's shining now.
Yeah,
Did your daughter go over and feed the dogs tonight?
It's gonna have to be the X because the daughter can't go up and down the stairs yet.
So your ex-wife's gonna go over and take care of that?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, Johnny, you know what Joe ought to do is he ought to give you a copy of the house key.
Yeah, he should.
Johnny be taking out my drones and flying them and bringing them back.
Al, what's up, man?
Johnny's got all the drones in the world as it is. He doesn't need to fly yours.
Yeah, no lie.
Well, I mean, he does if he doesn't want to wreck his own.
Well, yeah, I mean, mine are pole safe. Joe's are not.
We see Johnny putting up a video doing a Mavic 3 through the tugboat. Then I find out it's my Mavic 3.
That'll be the next feature DJI comes out with. Pole and wire safe technology.
They already did. That's on the whatchamacallit. It's on the Mavic 4. You didn't know that?
What's
It-
the
It's the LiDAR they've got. They show it with a wire. It's a wire in front of it. And they push full throttle and that sucker won't move.
wonder how
And
thin
it's
of a line
supposed to
it
be
can
for low light
detect.
at night. They can see the wires and everything.
Because fishing line is what would get you the worst. I wonder if it can detect that.
No, Spanish moss gets you the worst.
Oh, that shit's everywhere around here. You go down the road and all the telephone poles got that shit hanging off of it.
I got a video, the Coffee Street Bridge, way back with the original Levada. And I'm flying around, and when I'm right off the ground, but inches off the ground. As I get to the bridge, they got people on the bridge. So I kind of stayed in my lane. They turned around and looked at it, and I came back around. Instead of coming back, I went through the gap on the side, and there was fishing line. I hit the fishing line first, got off the fishing line, dodged that, right into the Spanish moss. The thing goes, wow, all this noise, right? And it's spinning around all kind of sideways. I caught, never did hit the ground, caught the composition back and took off. The composure back, took off. But I hit 2 or 3 things before I was able to get out of there.
You can get you a stock car drone.
I need to just 3D print and the hell with it. You know?
John Flynn got his set up, his 3D printer.
Which one to get?
He get the one like you. The P1. Y'all all got new one now. I got the oldest shit in town.
Well, you got money? They're still on sale.
Nah, I don't want one. I'm good.
Yeah, I checked it yesterday. Yeah, they're all still on sale.
Hey, they got Sunlu. It's got a big sale though for filament. It's like $10.99. It's no tax and free shipping.
That's at their
Really?
site though, right?
Yeah, you got to go to their site.
SUNLU
Yep, it's good. That
or
Have you
filament.
SON?
No,
checked?
SU.
Do they have an Amazon store?
I don't know.
They're on
No,
Amazon.
Cause
comes from Sunlu.
Yeah,
I
Amazon's
was
got the
No,
Prime tomorrow.
Yeah.
no tax and free shipping. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it
$10.99.
is.
I bet you don't know what this is, Joe. If you can guess what this is.
Looks like a fidget, but I can't see what it is.
No, it ain't no fidget.
No, is that a thing for to hold hot plates? No.
Hot plate? No, it's plastic.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they don't have any deals on Amazon right now. I bet you they're gonna lower them tomorrow.
Now go to Sunlu. Okay.
I was curious if they had
Oh
their
Lord,
own.
Ellen.
Like if you boil eggs, you always wonder like what I do with the boiled ones. Yeah, it's got a little chicken on. Look,
Wow.
and you can
Yeah,
stack
so-
them.
How many is old?
5. Isn't that a weird number? Should be 6, huh?
Well, if you can eat one first. That's for
Pretty
boiled eggs, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I thought when I boiled eggs. Sometimes when I'm making tuna salad and all that, you have some left, and it's like, what do I do with the boiled eggs? You know,
That's not a bad price because it's $14.99 on their
that's
store.
too high. That's $3. It's $3 a roll cheaper.
Yeah,
No, it's $4. It's $10.99.
yeah, $4. That's what I'm saying. They have their own store on Amazon.
Pull up Sunlu, Justin, and look at it. I mean, it's no, and they don't charge tax. That's what's
What's up,
kind of
Donald? They must be. Well, you're paying it, but they're including it in the price somewhere. They're just paying it for you.
Where's Mark?
Mark's here somewhere.
He must be eating his French fries.
No, an ice cream.
Oh,
Do you eat
call
some?
you call ice cream ice cream?
Uh-huh. It's a cornetto.
It's
It's
what?
the Latin term ice cream.
I figured they have some crazy name for ice cream.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, here we go.
He probably
I-
They
called.
got some for $9.99 too.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah,
pretty.
PLA Black.
Well,
Yeah, I mean and I tell you what, Sunlu print's really good.
Now, is it any minimum purchase on that? Or
No,
what?
well, I don't know. I ordered 4 rolls and it was free. You know, free shipping. So
Well, I'll look at it when I get home because there might be a couple of colors in there I might want. I look at it now while I'm here. Might as well.
Yeah, it looks like some of them are $11.99, but the like basic colors are $9.99. But they might have a deal tomorrow too because they have the Prime Days.
Yeah,
their
everybody's
site.
starting to mimic Prime tomorrow. Prime Days tomorrow. Because I'm getting a lot of ads saying, hey, our day is tomorrow, our day is tomorrow, and Prime Day is tomorrow. You know, it's like Target's doing it. Everybody's doing it.
Well, you almost have to though, because if you're selling similar retail
Yeah.
products, you're gonna see your site diminish in a lot of traffic for those 3-4 days. Why Amazon's doing their sales, so like Walmart and Target, all them will do the same thing to match it. Just like if Walmart decided to, a month from now to do a Walmart like Prime type thing, Amazon would end up copying them too. They'd do the same thing. They'd match them.
Yeah, Sunlu says every day, says 12th anniversary, every day is Prime Day.
yeah, pretty good.
Well, that's their store on Amazon, Al, so it's actually sold from them. It's just shipped by Amazon. They have their own store on Amazon.
Yeah, but this comes from China.
Well, he's saying Sunlu has a warehouse in Jersey.
Oh, I don't know. It might.
Al saying that.
Yeah,
He
because
said-
actually Matt said I think it's actually coming in tomorrow. We just ordered it like Saturday.
Alibaba.
Well, a lot of Chinese companies are doing that now because it's easier because now they can compete with Amazon and Walmart on shipping times by shipping the shit over here,
Shoot.
building a little warehouse, storing it.
Shoot, they got
And then-
they got packs. That's cheap, $14.99 for soap.
I know. It's real.
They got some
It's
soap here for $13.99.
that's pretty good. And it prints really good too.
Yeah, we've got adverts on telly at the moment saying that Amazon Prime Day is from the 8th to the 11th. That's one hell of a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got an email that we've saved $1,800 this year so far in Amazon. So if you saved 1,800, how much hell have you freaking spent?
Yeah.
No,
Now you
they're
looking
just
at
Yeah, but they're giving you what you would have paid in shipping without Prime.
what did you buy? PLA Plus or PLA?
I bought the PLA Plus.
I've been buying PLA. I think I'm gonna go to PLA Plus.
The Plus is a little. I mean, it's almost like the Pet G, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, but Joe, you know, you saving shit like for us, it'd be 10% tax is another, you know, like shit. That's pretty good. 1099.
Yeah, it's $2. Yeah, $9.99 for filament. We got a bunch of filaments for $9.99,
Yeah.
and that's plus.
It depends on the color too, I think, though.
Yeah, the blue's $11.99. The magenta of fuchsia, $11.99.
That's purple.
Yeah, it looks like purple.
Fuchsia's pink.
Pink.
Well, it looks like purple on here. Doesn't look pink.
Mhm.
It's a darker pink on this
Yeah.
one
Mhm.
because it says fuchsia, but it says magenta too. Also,
Yeah. Well, magenta is more purple, but fuchsia
Yeah.
is pink. Yeah.
you see the color? Look, Mark.
Yeah, that's fuchsia. That's purple.
Panerbo.
Yeah, so far this year I've saved $220 in shipping costs. Yeah, but I just redid my Prime account like what 3 months ago.
Send me your password.
But
Mhm.
yeah, they're just showing you what you and that's true too because about 2 months before I re-upped my Prime membership, I was buying a lot of shit and I was like, fuck man, I'm paying so much in shipping. I was like, screw this.
They got
So I
some
ended
nice
up
looking colors. I like the golden.
all right, give me a second. Donald has a shameless promotion in the chat if anybody wants to take a look at it.
I like the beige too.
Who does? I can't see the chat. How do you see the chat?
You got to pull up YouTube. Remember, Zoom doesn't have a built-in chat.
Well, if I pull up YouTube, y'all gonna hear
You
it.
just mute it. Just mute it.
No. Let me see here. Oop. What's your name?
Paul, it's under Paul's. So this has all been printed with Sunlu. This is Al's prints here.
If you're on the phone, when you've pulled up
I'm
YouTube,
on my computer.
all right, on the phone you press pause.
I'm on a pewter.
Yeah, just pull up YouTube and then mute the stream.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can pop the chat out. Go to the three little dots at the top and pop the chat out. Then you can just get rid of YouTube altogether. Just close out that whole window.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's the company I bought that marble color from, Sunlu. I
Yeah.
remember it now.
You bought marble?
Oh,
It looks like marble. It almost looks like a marble countertop. Got the specs
Gelato
in.
ice cream.
I watched that earlier, Donald. I gave you a like and a comment on it. Came across my feed earlier.
Johnny, you different than the other day when you came on.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know what he's doing, David. What's up?
Ah, darn. Yeah, they've actually got 6 colors of marble: black, red, forest green, chestnut brown, concrete, shadow storm marble, and Oreo marble.
Oreo marble.
Yeah, it's got the little black specks all through it.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
It
this
look like
stuff.
look like a composition notebook.
Yeah,
I printed some composition earrings for your girlfriend, Joe, Miss East. I'm sure she's wearing them right now. This is a silk. It's pretty neat.
Stop. There you go. Yeah, a
Yeah.
little one of those articulating lizards where all the pieces move.
Yeah.
You had to, when you picked it up, you just kind of give it a little shake and it breaks all the pieces apart.
Yeah. It does. It's pretty neat. This
Hoping
one,
to set a new view count record of 14 for this video.
this is pretty neat. That's silk. Let's see here. I'm hoping to
See,
set.
what Dennis needs to do is do like Sean Edge FPV did and print an actual ukulele with
I think he did.
the wood
He
filament.
did. He did. Well, he did print a ukulele with his 3D printer.
Because Sean did 2 violins, but
Mhm.
he went and got this. So there's this music guy out there who is also really big into 3D printing. And he has like mastered these prints on exactly what density, everything needs to be perfect. And you'll have a fully working instrument, but you have to follow his specifications to a T. And you can buy the prints and he gives you like a full you get like a full PDF file with all the instructions, everything. But you have to follow exactly what he says. And it will give you all your notes and everything will sound correct on it when you're tuning it and everything. But he did it with the rosewood filament, and then he just bought all the hardware for them.
yeah.
But they were long prints, dude. It was like was it 37 hours or something just to
Holy
print
shit.
one? And he got
Who was
halfway
that?
through the first one and it fucked up.
Who was that? Randy.
No, Sean Edge FPV.
Randy had one of those yesterday. It was a big print, and something happened where he heard something. He looked back, and one of them got knocked over, and he
Yeah,
stopped
one
it
of
real
them.
quick, and he glued it back down on the bed, and tried it, and he said it worked out.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's lucky.
That's pretty good.
It's funny. That's pretty good.
You guys are starting to sound like TJ.
What's up, Corey?
Why, TJ?
Yeah, TJ goes, "That's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good."
No, he says that's funny. That's pretty good.
Not TJ. Corey, man. I'm
I was
hoping
trying to
it's
talk Matt into getting a tattoo the other night.
Do it.
He said, I said, you ever got a tattoo? He said, nah, I never got one. He goes, I'm never really interested. I said, well, why don't you go? I said, you know, what'd be a really cool one is take your dad's car that he did in that memorial video and a photo of your dad, take them both into the tattoo artist and have them blend them together and do a really cool piece. He was like, man, that does sound pretty cool. I don't know if he's going to do it, but we were talking about it the other night. I said, you should go get you a memorial tattoo of your dad. So
everyone needs a tattoo. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Sarah got her first one the other day. Now she's hooked. I got my 5th one the other day.
And my daughter just texted me and said, "Do you think we need to check on the dogs today?" I said,
Yeah,
"Well,
every
how would you
day.
feel
They're
like
not
if you run
fucking
out of water
cats.
and you didn't have water? Wouldn't you like somebody to come bring you water?"
They can drink out the toilet.
No, they don't. That's not open. That door's not open.
They're not fucking cats. Yeah, they need to be checked on every day.
Yeah, no lie.
If I knew I was gonna get that much trouble, I should have told him just get a bigger bowl and stick it down there
What's up,
full of
TJ?
water.
Just fill the bathtub up.
Now, what you need to do from now on, Joe, is get Johnny a key to the apartment.
Johnny lives too far.
Yeah, but he wouldn't let them dogs suffer.
Oh,
They're not suffering. Trust
nah,
me.
they're not suffering.
They're not suffering. I see them and they're good.
Joe be
And
taking care of
I'm
them.
hooking up another
Hello?
camera when I get back and settle.
Hello?
That way I could see them right where they're at, you know?
You can watch them.
So I could talk to them, but I can't see them. That way I could talk to them and see them.
You need to teach them how to operate that new bamboo printer, and that way they can have some stuff printed for you.
Yeah, they could have been printing all this shit for me.
There's TJ right there.
Yeah, TJ is working today, so be careful. Don't let him in.
He's at work. Yep.
So if he tries to come in, we know that's not true.
He went to work what today at 1 o'clock?
This afternoon.
TJ.
Thought he said later than that, but
Yeah, I was missing this morning because I was at hospital. I had an appointment. Looks like they're going to book me in for an MRI and I'm going to get another op.
another what?
TJ's off tomorrow. Oop. Oh, look at that.
To deal with the tracks that
I think she ought to put my initial there, J.
Oh, I didn't realize I was
that's the
muted.
way you do it.
Hey, Justin,
What?
she should put my initial there, J.
Deal with the-
Hey, funny.
I think she ought to put my initial there. Hey, Justin, what's that you got?
America? Hold on, I'll show you a picture. I'll show you a picture.
Oh.
I didn't realize I was muted.
Thought I saw it. Johnny. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Johnny.
My initial there, J.
You got the stream playing, Joe.
Not me.
Somebody does.
Hey, Justin, what's that you got?
Yeah, it's coming.
Coming from Johnny's line.
I'll show you a picture. I didn't realize I was muted. It's coming from Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
What you got to do is you got to mute YouTube.
Look, Paul giving technical advice. Oh, Lord help me.
This is what I got, but it was free, so I wasn't complaining. It's America. Like I said, it just looks wrinkled because of the second skin he put over top of it.
Yeah, I could have had on one arm, I could have put Captain and the other side, Joe America. Right?
No, he the only thing he let me decide was what color the star was. He said
Really?
he said if I do a free tattoo, it's what I want to do.
And that's what he wanted?
And he showed everybody the tattoo. He was like, any of you guys want it? I was like, shit, I'll take it. I said, I just want it big enough to go down most of my arm. Yeah, Al. Yeah, and then fucking Jim Boyd's on Facebook talking about you spelled America wrong, you dumbass. I was like, yeah, I saw that out. I don't know if he's ever heard of the America thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Got a little bit of a cough.
See, the funny part about it, I've seen doctors walk in at 5:30 and say, okay, you can go home. You know? But like I said, they told me, the wound team said tomorrow's good too, because they're not letting me out of here till they get that walker.
But you had a walker.
I got one, but it's at home and they want to get me another one because I could get a new one right now. That way I have one I could put in my car until I don't need to put it in the car.
Are you going to get one with the wheels on the front?
Well, they all got the wheels now. You can't get the other crappy ones. That was when you were young.
Yep.
That's the lower man one from way back that they don't make anymore.
the proper Zimmer frame. Yeah.
And then you get tennis balls on the back and you cut them and stick them on the back and they slide better.
That's really when you're old.
No, you know what that's good for? That's good. That's on my one at home. You know why? Because I go when I'm walking across that carpet, and when I had my knee, all I had to do was just touch it and it slide.
You need to go to a casino. You need to go to a casino with that tennis ball on you.
You end up flat on your face with the walker halfway across the room.
No, I'm
Yeah.
here, Laura. I can't go on your live from the computer, and I don't have it on my phone anymore. I keep getting warnings from Samsung about the TikTok app,
Well,
about how it's fucking with my phone. So I took it back off my phone. That's the second time that's happened the past 6 months.
Comes Andrew.
And that medication they gave me at 11:35, 11:45, and it's still hitting me.
Must be extended release then.
No, it's just heavy duty drugs.
Ah.
Well, see, pharmaceutical companies, the drug isn't what's patented, it's the release technology. So
Right.
it's how well
it's,
does that capsule release and how slow and how well it works. That's
it's
what they usually patent.
it's both.
Well, no, because any company can mix the same narcotics. It's not copyrighted mixture or formula.
Because usually
That's
when
why
other
you have generic drugs.
other than the first company that makes it, the other companies they usually do one chemical off from the first. But the
This
same
is why-
active ingredient.
This is why pill heads will take pills. And I used to see this all the time in North Carolina. They'll take a pill and they'll scratch off the time release around the capsule off. They'll take a knife and they'll just slice the top, like, millimeter or whatever layer off, and it gets rid of that, and then it just hits them all at one time.
Is that turkey, Johnny?
huh?
Are you eating turkey?
No, it's an animal cracker.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn I thought I saw the thin slices of deli meat.
Eat the lions. They give you better vision. They help with your vision.
You can't even tell what these things are no more.
Hey,
Well,
John, I sent you that thing that Randy just sent me.
Yeah.
It's like a table he's making. Now, I don't understand something here. I'm looking at it,
Yeah.
and you see the difference in a couple of colors, right?
Yeah.
As fast as that thing's going over there, how it's switching colors.
Oh no, it stops the switch. Unless that's a different. I mean, that's a tricolor filament or something.
I don't think it is.
Can they print multicolors at the same time? Exactly the same?
Not at the same time.
There's only got one print head.
Hmm.
Randy said it's a sword, Joe.
That's what it is. Swords.
Yeah, he was trying to. Randy was wanting to make like full.
You looking at the supports?
Oh, that's
You're
one.
looking
It's
at
a sword. I see it now.
He
Hey,
wants
Jim.
movie quality movie props that they would use in movies. That's what he's trying to print. So if it's a sword from a movie, he's making the life size version.
Lou. Thank you.
Like there was a staff that I can't remember from which movie, but there was a staff he wanted to make too.
I do have a salad dressing, right?
From Lord of the
I'll
Rings.
see. Hold on. Let's make sure. They missed it yesterday.
So, Randy, how did it come out?
Yeah, I think you're right, Mark. I think it
Still
was Lord of the
printing.
Rings.
He said he printed the blade.
Lit up crystal in the top of it.
Yeah, he was doing the same thing that because I think
Lloyd.
Lloyd, yeah,
I
inspired
bet
him
you,
to want to do
Andrew.
that.
Andrew, what is this?
Those are bumpers for a drone.
No.
That's the oh, I see an eagle on it.
No.
It's America, bitch.
Oh, did you get that from it's not Bucky's.
No.
He printed it.
I'm not you printed it, I know that.
Fuck
Put
is
an
that?
egg in
Here you go.
Is that to hold some kind of
Nice.
jars?
No,
Chicken
it
seasoning.
looks like an egg.
Yeah, you hold
Eggs.
an egg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Egg holder.
Give me
Yeah.
boiled egg holder.
That's what it's for. It's a boiled egg.
Nice.
It almost looks like a drone. I might could rig some props.
Now
up on
you
it.
can put that in boiling water.
No, you put the eggs on it after you boil it.
After you cook them.
Oh, I don't know. There's food grade filament for high heat like that. I
'Cause
thought you were
isn't
making something to
over-
hold the eggs in the pan or something.
Isn't over half of the shape of that frame the same as the frame for, say, Avada?
Close.
It's a 5 egg egg.
This is a egg vada, not
Is that food grade filament?
it's an egg vada.
So, what is going on? What is
Joe,
going
you're
on
on
over
mute,
there,
you know?
Johnny? I mean, I see lots of rain.
Salad without a salad dressing again.
Hey, it ain't Burger King.
No, it's just you put a salad there with a salad dressing.
Just
Had to
there
find
you
me
go.
one last night.
Joe ordered salad with dressing,
That's
but
true.
no
I'm
dressing.
starting to think the dressing and the cornbread don't actually exist. I'm just telling you that.
Well, no.
Don't. Jim is asking, do you have a wood type filament, Randy? How does it look? Corey wants to show us some top notch printing.
Look at the comments. Imagine paying any money for this shit quality print. Somebody was trying to charge $105 for that. That looks like
God.
absolute garbage. Yeah, that is horrible.
Say, any clue how long it's going to keep
Yeah.
raining down there, Johnny?
Huh?
That is really
Any clue how
bad.
long it's going to keep raining down there?
Now the sun's shining now. I mean, we get rain almost every day, just summertime, typical when it gets real hot, it heats up, you know.
Speaking of Randy, guess whose ears are burning?
I am
Randy?
printing a dartboard. So
What's
what are you
up?
printing out the frame for it and putting cork
What's
in it,
up,
Jim, or how you doing that?
Oh,
Up, Randy.
Captain?
Chris-
Johnny, Paul, Mark,
Randy,
It's like a
Justin.
What's up, Randy? Did
Jim,
you see that?
can't-
Look, hey,
answer
Randy,
Jim's
look at that
question.
link Corey put in the chat real quick.
hey
Let's
Randy.
see.
Oh, have you been watching Randy?
No, I just got on.
All right. Do you know what this is? Can you guess what this is?
It looks like a drone frame to me.
It kind of does. I agree with you, but it's not.
Hold on.
This is
The chicken in the
Oh, it's
middle.
a chicken. It's a chicken wing holder or a
Egg
drumstick holder.
Drumstick, a wing holder.
I don't know.
That
it's
will
an
work.
egg. It's an egg holder. You put an egg.
Egg
in.
holder. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
After you boil them, hard boiled eggs.
Gotcha.
Did you see that link Corey put in the chat? Dude, the guy wanted $105 for that print. Hey, go through the pictures and look at it. It's horrible.
somebody just wants to show off how bad it is.
Like the first picture doesn't even begin to show how horrible the print is until you start going through the pictures.
East Coast says that he has wood filament ink.
Yes, I have rosewood filament for the handle. And it actually has wood fibers in it. It gives it a wood texture.
Right. I had the
Ooh.
wood with the first anchor make I had, and it used to always just jam up.
I was literally getting ready to say you got to be very careful because it will clog the shit out of your extruder. You gotta dry it out for one really
Which
good.
one is that? The wood.
What about
PLA
the
wood.
what about with the temperatures, different varying temperatures? Does that have much to do with it?
No,
Always.
Bamboo's pretty good about adjusting all that when you load the filament up. It reads
Okay.
it reads the filament and knows
Yeah, I got
the
my
settings.
tubing, but they left off a salad dressing.
Oh gosh, what kind do you want?
Hey, look,
whatever
Jim, if
kind
you're
they got.
printing
I don't
if you're
care.
printing a dartboard with my face on it, I'm living rent free in your head, and you're wasting money printing a dartboard with my face on it.
See, I already got the blade.
Ooh.
I
The
didn't
blade's
know.
already printed.
Yeah, that's
Ti-
pretty neat.
Time to Fly said 0.6 nozzle when using wood JS.
And
Just
that's
saying.
the base. The
Mm.
base of the blade is what you're seeing on the picture, and the handle. And then at the end of the handle, it's got a tang that's got to print for like 9 hours, and then it'll be done.
So, are you happy with it so far?
Yeah, hell yeah. The picture I seen, the guy printed it. I guess he printed it on a textured PPI plate, so his joints weren't quite as smooth. Like you can see the joints where the blade comes together. But I used the smooth plate, and once I get
Yeah.
it glued and pressed together, you're barely going
Uh,
to be able to see the joints.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Corey is suggesting
is-
make sure you have the hardest nozzle. The soft ones will make the nozzle bigger.
Yeah, oh yeah,
just
you
like
got to
glow
have
in
a
the
hardened
dark.
steel. Got to have a hardened steel nozzle because it will eat up your stainless steel nozzle. That's what I was saying, Captain. You got that P1S.
Yeah.
It's like $35 for the hardened steel nozzle, and you got to have a hardened steel extruder gears as well. And Johnny,
This-
they make a conversion kit for the A1. It's like $30, and it's very simple to do. You just pop the cover off and pull the couple screws out, and you put the new hardened steel extruder gear.
You can get the
And-
hardened steel nozzle without changing the extruder, right? Or do you have changed both?
You
God,
gotta
that looks
change
like
both
shit.
because it will
Oh,
it
I
will
see it.
strip the gears right off of the extruder gear.
Dude, that looks like straight
Uh,
crap right there.
I
Okay.
see.
Sorry.
I can see the bad quality in it.
That
That's
dude
trash.
wanted $105 for that print.
Ain't no way.
Ah,
Am I correct in saying that ain't worth $105?
geez.
Oh, and it's an FPV frame, it looks like.
Maybe the size is worth 105.
I didn't even notice that.
Well, an
Look at
FPV 5-inch could be $70-$80, but I mean, I don't know how, you know.
I don't see how you could actually feel comfortable
Oh.
selling somebody.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
evening,
for sure.
Lance.
If that's something that's gonna crash, it's gonna break the first time you hit the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Look, he didn't even cut off the piece there
At
hanging
least-
on.
At least the way I fly it is.
Yeah, me too.
Did you see the quality, Joe?
Lance.
I didn't see the quality, but I laughed when I heard Johnny say the way he flies. He was like,
Yeah, it's so low quality prints. I mean,
That'll
it's shitty.
anything on that'll work. Thank you.
And he wants $105 for it.
That's crazy.
I take a phone call. I'll be back.
Okay.
I tell you what, this thing here turned out really good. This is a respooler I made to
Ooh.
respool. Like I bought a roll of PET G translucent, and I put it on a Sunloo frame with an adapter, a Sunloo spool with an adapter, and I don't know what happened, but it kind of spread a little bit. It wasn't as tight, and it started getting jammed up in the roller. So I took a bamboo spool and re-spooled it onto the bamboo spool, and it's like perfect now. Took like 10 minutes. It's got a notch here. You put a drill in and use your drill and just bzzz.
Well, Joe and Justin are more into 3D printing.
Not really. I don't even have one anymore.
No,
Well, you've
Johnny
done
is.
it.
What's that, Joe?
Johnny's in there 3D printing more than I am.
I'll show you guys
Big-
what it looks like right now.
And then Lance sitting over there with that new headphone on. Over there, he's too big for us now. Look. Been on Drone Seekers International, like all of that.
Aging Captain Cadena.
Have beef stroganoff and glazed carrots tonight.
Oh,
Ooh, Joe, look at that.
Pretty fancy meal there.
Well, Paul would eat the beef stroganoff maybe,
Joe,
but he
look at
throw
the
the carrots away.
Look
Yeah.
at the picture, Joe.
Now it's switching another color. There's 596 color changes.
See it?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I just did one yesterday, 597. No big deal.
Yeah, right.
That
I mean, it's
is a lot of color changes. Though.
I thought about, see how it's got the gold inlay? That's where most of the color changes come from. And I'm using support material. So it doesn't actually use it for the actual whole support. It's just the interface where the supports meet the print. It uses a special material. So when you break it off,
Corey.
it's clean and fresh.
Okay.
Yeah, imagine doing that on a printer where you had to change the roll each individual time. Oh my
there's no
fucking
way.
god, dude.
I
That'd
thought
be a
about just
nightmare.
doing it one color and then painting it in, but I was like, you know what? I want it to be nice. So
Okay, they got a story on Fox, right? Talking about the new Superman movie, how Superman, and this is what Hollywood's broadcasting out there. Well, Superman's an immigrant, and he's here, and we need to embrace that, because he came
What?
here as an immigrant. Yeah, he came as an illegal immigrant everywhere, and ain't nobody could f with him,
Yeah, he's a proper alien.
Yeah, and they can't f with him anyway, because then you're gonna tell him what are you gonna do about it,
Well,
But he's
just-
not here killing people,
Like I said, I'm just laughing about the fucking protesting going down on in Mexico right now. I think it's fucking hilarious.
It is.
They're down there pissed off because Americans are coming down there spending money and everything. And they're doing it legally because in Mexico, you can legally go into Mexico as an American and you can spend 180 days without a visa. You don't have to have any kind of paperwork or a visa or anything.
Right.
And so they're going down there for their 180 days and then leaving. It is causing their rent and some of their economics, a little bit of to go up. But at the same time, it's making their country money because they're offsetting $30 billion that they're spending in.
But you heard what you said. It's causing their rent to go up only because the people are saying these Americans have money, so we're going to go ahead and charge them more.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why. Don't blame
But-
us. Blame them.
That
But the
happens in
thing is we offset their social programs from all the tourism.
Jim's droning said Superman illegal immigrant. Kick him out.
I want to see you do it.
Lance, do you need any assistance there, Lance? I don't think he can hear us.
No, he's muted and everything. He's working on his drone. He's probably doing updates or something.
He's signing autographs.
who's doing a return to home.
Outside his house.
Ice, baby. Corey.
Some guy opened up on ICE agents at the border today. They killed him.
Yeah, because I heard somebody was shooting at ICE agents today.
Now the question is, I heard it, and I wasn't really watching TV all day. And I heard it, and they said that it was a Democrat that did it. That went down there and doesn't like what ICE is doing, so they started shooting at him.
Well, Joe, that's
Oh.
because there was some of the high uppity muckety mucks Democrats has says we need to turn the tables on them and do whatever you got to do. And
They said we
fight
need to
Uh,
back.
start shedding blood. I heard that.
Yeah,
Does that not sound like somebody like Maxine Waters
That's
or
one of 'em.
AOC?
that's two of them.
Well, I'll put it like this. When Maxine Waters does that, I know there's got to be a way to charge her with something.
Oh, let's not forget about the burn.
I'd like
It
to
might
know
even
who
fall under some kind of malfeasance to kick her out of Congress.
I'd like to know who voted for that woman. I mean, you got to have a pretty low IQ to vote somebody like her in the office.
Oh, like
AOC,
AOC. Yeah,
AOC
AOC's a
is-
fucking
isn't
moron,
them
man.
either.
She doesn't
about,
even she doesn't understand anything. I don't know
what
how the
about,
fuck she got an office.
What about what's her name
Jasmine
with
Crockett.
what
She's
about, what's her
no-
name with the purple hair from Connecticut? She, I think, Center. Old woman.
I think he's updating his stuff, Johnny.
You talking about Pocahontas?
No,
Cindy Lop-
that's Warren.
Yeah. Swear she's an Indian. That's what I call her, Pocahontas.
She's not an Indian.
No.
Toya Wilcox.
No, well, no, some of these politicians will change their background to whatever group of people they're talking in front of that day.
Sounds like Kamala, for one office, she claimed she was Indian. Another office said she was African.
I thought she was both.
And then the third office, she said she was a woman, which is true.
At the end of the day, it shouldn't matter what the fuck your race is. Says the hell's that have to do with anything?
You're
You give a shit if you're black, white, or brown, green, yellow. If you can do the fucking job, you can do the fucking job.
That's it.
Give a shit what color you are.
If they ask me what I am, I say I can just about manage 10 feet.
But I'm not going to give a vote to somebody based off of that
Good evening.
or your gender. If you're
Good
a woman,
evening, Professor Lance.
if you're
I'm
a,
giving my Avada away. Who wants it?
I'll take it.
Why are you giving away the
Please.
Avada?
It sucks.
Dude, I'm gonna start going on
First name
eBay.
Neo.
Lance
Yeah, I'm
says the Avada is the worst drone DJI ever made.
I was thinking last night, I was
I-
like, man, I should go on eBay and all these places and start buying up all these DJI like replacement parts, like the arms and shit.
For a while, I thought you and Joe both said it's the best drone they've made.
No. That's hey, Lance, tell him what the best drone made.
The
Avada 2.
Neo.
The Neo.
Oh,
You wouldn't know, Joe. You don't have an Avada too.
oh, Johnny's actually. Johnny corrected us, saying it's the Eggvada.
Egg Vada.
I don't think Joe heard me.
I
Or
heard.
he's ignoring me.
He's ignoring you. There you go.
I'm trying not
forgot
to
it.
have you interfere with my meal.
Joe forgot his finger statue that he printed.
I almost had
Uh,
my daughter bring it here the other day.
I don't know. Some guys claiming that if you buy the shit from South Korea, you can get it into the U.S. But I wouldn't be all over social media boasting about your loopholes you're finding because then you're just somebody's going to
Hey.
see that.
Well, that's
Yeah,
where Jonathan got his from.
What's
Tim?
up, Tim?
Tim Jackson.
Yeah,
How
but
are
the
you,
thing
sir?
is, though, is technically by the rules that are set in place by customs, it shouldn't matter which country it's coming, right? You can't just there's no loophole that says you can put it in one country and all of a sudden it's an okay product.
Not where
So,
it's from, it's where it was made.
but that kind of makes you wonder if they're lying on the manifests when they're shipping these things in.
Oh, Johnny's talking about the drone in the boat, isn't he?
I would not be surprised if that's not the case. A couple of countries already got caught taking Chinese products and relabeling it, saying it was from their country.
Good evening.
Tell you,
It wasn't.
Oh,
if I
Tim's
lived in
driving.
if I lived in Louisiana, I would have done had that Avada too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have jumped in that boat in a second. Huh?
Straight up. I've been in a lot more rickety, sketchy places than that.
They're going to write a
Joe,
children's song just for Joe. The drone in the boat goes round and round.
Joe's at the point he's gonna have to jump in that fucking thing and get it back.
I would have jumped in it and got it back and gave it back to him.
Well,
My replacement would be here
Joe's in
tonight.
no physical condition to go get it back.
No,
Wait, hold on, you
absolutely
got a
not.
replacement?
Yeah, replacement be tonight.
Where'd you order from eBay?
No, DJI.
It actually made it through customs.
It was in Sorrento's, California. Left Los Angeles.
Oh,
Did
it
you
was
have
already
care
in the
refresh?
country, okay.
You have care refresh on that,
3rd.
Captain?
Yeah, both.
Okay, so I say they're out of stock on the website.
because I saw someone on YouTube said their Mavic 3 is stuck in customs.
Well, Randy, you know what'll be funny is he's going to get a delivery from DJI and it's going to be a Neo.
Yeah. I think it has a lot to do with the state you're in. So if you're in a red
Oh, you
state,
got
I
a
think
weird sense of humor.
I think the customs are a lot harder on them in red states.
See what Time to Fly just put in the chat.
And see, there's something there, Al, because technically you should be paying something on it because it's not a South Korean product. So you're lucky.
He's
I'll say you at the end of the day, you're lucky. You didn't have to pay any tariffs. They
Time to
found
fl-
some kind of loophole or they're lying on the manifest about what the product is.
Time to Fly said bought the Mavic 4 Pro from South Korea, no tariff, because there is no tariff on electronics that come
Yeah,
from
that's
South
what we were
Korea.
just talking about.
Right. But that would only apply to electronics that South Korea is making themselves. It
Hey,
should
Al,
not
is it-
apply to any outside stuff.
Is
But
that
he's-
just the RC2?
Yeah, I think Jonathan ended up paying a tariff on his.
Yeah, he
But-
did.
But Time to Fly now wants to make $800 on it.
But
Profit.
didn't the one Jonathan bought, didn't it come from China, I think?
No, the one Jonathan came from South Korea, I think.
I don't know. The
Oh.
one that David got AZ, it came from New York. Well, it was the New York place had a few of them in stock right when it
Yeah,
came
but he
out.
paid like $5,000 for his.
Oh, was
Oh
that
yeah, he overpaid by like 1,400 or some shit.
was that B&H?
No, DJI store.
No, there's a store called B&H in New York City.
Not it.
There is
The
a DJI.
DJI store in New York is actually Camerized.
Cam Reese.
It's DJI store.
Yeah, Time to Fly, I would not go with that either.
I believe Chuck got his from the New York place as well.
The store in New York is called Cam Reese. And that's where I bought my original Mavic 3 from. $16.98, 2 batteries on eBay. And it was perfect.
Oh, I was just buying it to flip it. I would shit.
Yeah,
Make-
one eBay company told them they will decrease the price. Sounds shady.
Like I said, I would not put it past these companies in South Korea to be lying on the shipping manifest of what the item is. That would not surprise me one bit.
Would that surprise you, Lance? If they lied on the shipping manifest?
Yes.
Wouldn't me because they've been Thailand and the Philippines both got caught recently taking Chinese products and they were putting made here instead of made in China on all the products. They were taking the items out of the original packaging and they were repackaging it. There was a whole video, dude.
Oh.
The guy was walking around filming the whole fucking thing. It went viral. And they were showing how they were switching the packaging to say that the item was made in their country instead of China.
Talk to James. James, what's his name? That lives in the Philippines.
And like I said,
My
think
PI.
about it. Just think about companies' histories. Have companies always done shady shit? Think about it. They've scammed people for billions. Fucking killed our economy 2 or 3 times over the past 30 years. Fucking completely tanked our economy. That wouldn't put it past a company to do some stupid shit like that.
Name a category, and there is somebody that has scammed people.
Dude, you can go just through a list of American companies that have done dumb shit, let alone foreign companies.
What I know, one of the biggest one of the states with the most Medicare, Medicaid fraud from COVID was Florida.
You can trust a company about as much as you can trust the government.
So, Justin, do you think Time to Fly should flip it?
I would shit. Dude, he could probably put that thing on eBay for $5,000. Somebody will buy it. I'd put a ridiculous price on it. Let him talk me down.
But my question is it really worth 5,000?
To somebody, it will be worth that. I would put like $6,000 on it, something fucking ridiculous, and just let him talk you down.
It depends on which one of them it is.
Well, at the scarcity of them at this point, though, it probably really wouldn't matter.
Because
There are people out there that don't think about the price; they just want the latest item.
Yeah,
they'd
the people
sell
out
their
there that got more
firstborn to get
money
it.
than they know what to do with.
Right?
Yeah.
They'd sell their
Airspeed-
firstborn to get it.
Right.
I can get the Mavic 4 Pro with the RC Pro 2 and the Flymore kit here for £3,089 now.
Yeah, think about some because not
So
all the influencers have one.
so
So think
that one
about when they're
is
scrolling eBay and they're like, okay, I can finally get one for my channel. They'll
Yeah.
drop 5-6 grand.
Paul.
That-
What when does it say that you can if you bought it now? How long does it say you can get it?
Well, I can get it by tomorrow.
No, Paul's
Yeah.
got it right up there.
Paul could just drive
There's
across the
for
border
yes.
if he really wanted to.
That's over in Sarnia.
Yeah,
You can get
Paul
them on
could just
eBay for 1,500, Brandon.
I have to ask, how far is that?
Just across the bridge he
Across
flies.
the bridge.
yeah. Paul could spend an hour each way going into Canada and pick up any drone he wanted and bring it back.
Wouldn't even take him that long.
Yeah, I was just being generous with the time.
Oh,
2 hours
Uh,
ain't a bad round trip if you were
Jim's
really wanting something like that.
droning. Jim's droning said the Mavic 4 now is missing on the Canadian site
Yeah, well, Jim's
Oh.
in.
today.
Told you, dude. Canada follows everything the US does. That's why they fucking banned TikTok the same goddamn day we did. And nobody even saw the shit coming.
Shortly, there's about to be a deal to purchase TikTok.
Yeah, that's been a rumor for God knows how long. Andrew.
No, but this one is a bigger rumor.
Well, it's not been a rumor. It's just been in talks, and the talks haven't really gone anywhere.
Yeah, Trump
It
actually
just
said
keeps
that.
getting extended.
Said yesterday about it. He said there's a company looking at it right now.
I'm
Well-
guessing it's somebody that Trump knows in a group that's interested in buying TikTok.
Well, I mean, he's a billionaire in the U.S. He knows a lot of the other billionaires in the U.S. that would be afford to be able to buy that. You
Yeah.
kind of know all the
It-
other people in your club when you're that rich. I mean,
Isn't Gore a billionaire? Al Gore?
I have no idea. To be honest, you got to look up his net worth. See what
All
his net
them
worth is.
politicians are billionaires. They're
Not
being
all
paid,
of them.
they're being paid off every day.
There's a lot of a lot of politicians will become millionaires after they get in office.
Oh,
You wonder how the fuck that happens. You know, their salary might be 150
Um,
grand a year, and all of a sudden they're worth 10 million in a 2-year period. It's like, how the fuck all that money come from?
Paul, Time to Fly is giving you a suggestion. Do you see it?
No.
Yes, but you got to have the money to put up for the
Paul
drones to
could
go
be
get
the
'em.
new DJI Port Huron. Buy and flip.
I mean, that's at this point, it would probably be a decent business strategy, but you got to remember you have to have that money to initially put up to start it. You're talking about
You'd soon get caught foul of that because you're bringing it into the country without paying the tariffs.
You don't tell them you have it.
Then you break it.
nah. eBay and Amazon
For
have
is that the Canadian side or
That's Canada.
4,000?
Yep. So but I don't know what that is in American money.
No, eBay's got this new system now that they're doing. If you're selling a bunch of products cheaper than what retailers can sell them, they'll actually flag your account and you will get busted eventually. Because they look at that. If they're looking at some random ass seller and all of a sudden they're selling 30 drones cheaper than what Best Buy or Walmart can sell them to you at, or Amazon, you'll get flagged because then that will be automatically, they'll assume that the items are stolen. I was just
'Cause-
watching a video that the other day that eBay was doing that, and Amazon's changing their return policy too as well.
Because people were buying stuff off of eBay they thought were legit, and what they got were tiny miniature cars in return for payment.
Amazon's not going to do this whole quick refunds anymore. They're going to this policy now, I think, where they're going to, from what I understood, it was you would return the item, it would have to go through like almost 30 days of them holding it, inspecting the item, making sure everything's correct on it before you get your refund back.
Certain products they don't want at all anymore.
Because it's not
returned.
that. It's the fact people are buying shit, using it one time and sending it back. This lady that owns a small business that was selling on Amazon, she was selling stroller covers. And she got over 1,000 of them returned because people were taking them on vacation, using them for a couple weeks, and then they were coming back and they didn't need it no more. So they were just sending it back to Amazon, getting a full refund, even after they used the product. Which I
Sad.
agree. Which I agree with. If you're going to open up a product, I mean, the return shit has gotten, I think, a little overboard with a lot of people. You know, they buy something and then it's working fine and everything, and then they decide, oh, well, I don't want it, or they use it for what they're buying it for, a one-time job, and then they turn around and send it back.
It's one thing if they open it and it's ripped or broken. Fine, send it back.
But then you also got people that are buying products, and they'll buy the same exact product as something they already own that's broken, and then they'll switch it out and send it back. And then yeah, Amazon started this whole new division now that is strictly inspecting returns now.
Oh,
A
look who's back.
physical human has to
Dude,
open it
Randy's
up and
back.
inspect it.
No, I've been here. I just had my camera off.
So
Running
if
back
you,
and forth, feeding the kids dinner.
so what they're doing now is if you buy an item and you replace it with some older item that's or like the same exact item, but you've had it for a year and a half, you beat the hell out of it, and you return it a week later, they're
Oh.
going to look at it and say, well, there's no way you
Uh,
did this much damage in a week, and then they're going to charge you again for it.
Corey has a message for you, Justin.
What?
They sent him more wheels for the chair.
Oh, nice.
Maybe it was a bad batch.
Oh, one of his wheels on his chair, the bearings started falling out, the ball bearings. I checked mine. I didn't have any issues with mine.
Is it a similar chair to what Lance is sitting in now?
No, they're wheels.
Yeah. Lance is sitting in a roller chair.
Yeah, they're replacement wheels, and what they are, they're like big roller skate wheels off of like rollerblades.
Yeah.
So you glide more smoothly across your carpet and your floors. I don't know if Lance has those wheels on his chair. But Corey's got a legitimate reason to get a replacement. He didn't even have them, but like I think a month and a half.
Yeah, that's warranty. Guarantee you all day long.
I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. Making a mess. Hold on, stop, don't fall.
Yeah, because he sent me a picture of it, of the ball bearings falling out of the wheel.
Jim, I wonder if
Joe's got his food falling over.
I'll pay for a lot of sandwiches. Yeah, exactly.
I had one of the insurers tip over and try to knock everything off the table.
well, they don't give you big tables to deal with.
They're giving me too many of these freaking insurers. These,
Oh, yeah.
they give me one each meal, right? So I've been drinking them. But then one day I'll get two of them. And I'm up to 6 right now on my table. And I've drank 2 already today. All I know is I got 6 going home with.
Yep.
Oh.
Take it home with you.
Corey.
Damn, Corey.
I'll drink
you-
another one tonight.
Are you okay, Corey? Corey almost fell on his ass.
Hey, Justin,
What's up?
what's the button you push, like when you're in full screen mode and you have no availability to your tabs? How do you pull up your other windows when you're in full screen mode?
Like you're locked in full screen mode?
Yeah.
Usually you hold down escape. If not, you can right click on the screen and hit exit full screen.
Well, there was somebody told me when I was playing Fortnite, like I was in a game.
Oh,
And
you usually hit the Windows key.
No.
That's
Or
how
is
I
it,
get out of the game when
Or
I'm
is it
stuck in a game.
Control Tab?
No.
Control tab. No, I'm not talking about getting out of it. I'm talking about just pulling up your other windows so you can jump to another window without exiting your full screen mode.
You only have one
You-
monitor though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I
You-
got
it-
3, so I don't really have that issue.
Justin,
If
see
I need to
Ty-
get, like, if I get locked into one screen, I usually just hold down the Windows key. So I don't. Corey
Corey
said
said
F11.
F11.
That's, I think
F11?
that's where,
You heard Justin just then? You only have one screen, don't you? I have 3.
Hey, no, Al. Don't blame that shit on me, Al. You were the one that decided to buy a pair of shoes. You should have bought the battle pass with that.
Well, the next thing you know, Joe's going to get a good buy a set of rollerblades.
No, I'm not. That mine shit. What the hell's in this?
But Joe, if you need a walker, you can get a rollator. It's got a seat on it, and you can get it for cheaper than what the insurance will send you.
Yeah, let me
Insurance,
pull
we
up-
gave it to him for nothing, so.
Oh, he gets it for nothing.
Some of those are expensive as hell.
But
oh my god!
there's Andrew. He's got more stuff being sent to his house that is free.
See, look. See, you see the ball bearings fell out in his hand?
Yeah.
So the bearings are right there, it looks like.
Yeah.
Whoa, I see beads.
are those wheels
Yeah,
new?
Yeah, he only had it for like maybe a month and a half. So he contacted Amazon and they, I guess, must have offered to send him a new setup.
Yeah, that's
Which,
crazy.
which
must
he
have
only
gone-
has to replace one because only one of them, I think, did it. So he can hold
Right.
on to the other 4 for a backup, you know, if any of the other ones decide to do that.
How much does he weigh?
Now, Corey's not very big. I'd say probably 130 pounds, 150 pounds.
135 maybe.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's not a very big dude.
Just cheaply made.
It could have just been that one bad wheel. I don't know. I checked mine and mine are all still fine. And I haven't heard anybody else that's gotten the wheels had that problem. So
You know, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to shoot him with some WD-40 every once in a while.
I'd put some actual grease up in there.
That too.
Yeah.
Corey said 150.
WD-40 is not a lubricant. It's a water repellent.
But a lot of people
No,
use it as
use,
a lubricant, as in you lubricate the door hinge, your front door hinge.
It works.
WD-40 is not a lubricant. It's a water repellent.
It is, but people use it as a lubricant.
You use it on a wheel bearing with grease in it, it will wash the grease out.
Yeah, what you want to use, like I got a can of Blaster. You use like white lithium grease, something like that.
What about PB Blaster?
PB Blaster,
that's-
that's just a penetrating oil. That's break rust and stuff free.
No, what you want to do is use like a lithium grease. Something like that.
Here comes Don. He'll straighten you guys out.
Don't use WD-40 as a lubricant. Use graphite. On
That's-
your on your front doors, use graphite. You use WD-40, it's going to attract dust and it's going to make your problem worse.
You
Use
know,
graphite.
on the bamboo website, when you lubricate the rails on your A1, it
Mhm.
says use a lubricating oil, but it says we also recommend using WD-40.
But
You know what?
You know
Well-
what it's called WD-40 because the
Water
W
displacement, number 40.
water displacement. Yeah.
Yeah, and then my whole thing was people still use it as a lubricant, whether they're using it correctly or not.
I'm
You
I'm
guys-
just
you
saying.
guys
Works
are right about that.
temporarily, but it's
Andrew
not a
said-
long-term lubricant.
I'm just saying,
Right.
Andrew said use WD-40 on your door hinges and stuff. It's like, no, use graphite.
That's what my grandfather did. Is he used
Well, your
WD-40 on his
grandfather's
front
wrong.
door?
Thank you, JD. See how he was trying to blame me for that?
You might use like a 10-in-1, but I guarantee you use even a 10-in-1, you're still going to be attracting dust. Now, if you're doing it on a print bed or something like that, and they recommend using WD-40, okay, maybe your print bed stays a little bit less dusty, but front door,
Which is-
Well, see, David recommended, he's actually the one that recommended I buy that can of lithium grease when I was 3D printing.
You can also use copper grease like you use on your brake pads backs.
Mhm.
But I haven't, I've used it for a few things, but that I still have the can from back when I was 3D printing. That was what he told me to buy.
yeah, lithium grease, spray lithium grease is better for lubricating than WD-40 if you need a spray lubricant. But if you can, like on doors, locks, stuff like that, graphite.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is not going to gum up. Use a liquid oil, it's going to attract dust and it's just going to gum up on you.
That shit was funny as hell last night, JD.
Now, as far as lubricating rails on a print bed, I'm assuming they said take WD-40, spray it onto a cloth and rub along the rails.
I'm not sure exactly the wording, but I
Because-
use the actual lubricating oil that's made for it.
Yeah.
But they said
Uh,
you can use WD-40, which I didn't agree with. But
Yep.
I see your point, Corey.
What?
Corey said, instant gratification, you spray it, the noise stops. Sometimes that's all you need to hear. Are you going to spend your precious time researching the molecular structure of hinge lubricants?
Yes.
Yeah, Donald would. 100%.
You keep the different lubricants for the different jobs
Cool.
that you need done.
Or are you going to enjoy the sweet, sweet silence of WD-40
I mean,
provides, even if it's just for a
if I
few
have a
glorious
frozen-
weeks?
If I have a frozen bolt, I'm not going to be using 10-in-1 oil. I'll be using PB Blast.
He
Oh,
says, I chose silence.
Don't feed into it. She's trying to get you.
Let it go.
Corey
let it
knows
go.
this shit, trust him. He's just messing with y'all.
The bandage they put on this graft on the side where they took it from, the whole top of it's coming loose. She said, I'm gonna have to put something else on there to tape it down because it's just not sticking right. So I could pick it up and look at that thing. Y'all want to see it?
Joe, I'm betting they used old bandages.
Yeah, spray it with some WD-40, Joe.
No, no, when
Now,
they
I would do that. That would be a good
Look.
WD-40 solution.
Yeah.
yeah, Joe, those are older. They don't have a lot of stick.
No, these are good. It's just they don't have a lot of area on the outside that stick.
Oh, you need more area. Okay.
Yeah. So she said she got another one. She'll put it on the edge on it like that, a longer one. I got stuff home that'll work better than that. From my
Well,
EMS days.
some of that blue mesh sticky back bandage.
I got some the stuff they gave me for my knees. I got a whole bunch of that still. That you take that and put it on top, it don't stick and it doesn't come off. It
Well,
won't stick to the
everything comes
opening, but
off.
it'll stick to everything else.
Everything comes off eventually.
Yeah. All bleeding will eventually stop. All
Yep.
patients will eventually die.
Every death is
Stop the
caused by
baby,
lack of
pick it up.
oxygen to the brain.
That was EMS code.
Randy, did you see Al's comment there about Super Lube?
I disagree with that, Don, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
okay.
You can become brain dead, but still actually not die.
Here we go.
Okay. And so you're not dead,
You're just a cabbage.
but you
Yeah,
still
but
have
what
oxygen
keeps
to your
you-
brain.
Yeah, but what keeps you alive when you're brain dead machines?
Hey, Al,
That
I
has
use
to
this
regulate
stuff.
your everything.
Got about 10 tubes of it from the bamboo.
I was brain dead last night when I had that dream I died.
I still don't see a change from yesterday.
Joe, you had the same dream I had?
All I know is that this leg don't feel any better. They're gonna give me some more Delilah, and I'm gonna feel like it again tonight.
I'm
What
like,
they got you on?
Joe,
What they got you on, Captain? 2s or 4s?
What are you talking about?
Dilaudid.
I
Or is
couldn't
it
tell you. It's
liquid?
liquid. It's IV.
Okay.
all right, Joe, why did I not get a finger for that one?
I love you, Don. I don't love Justin.
Because he's left.
Yeah, but did you hear my joke?
Something about the same dream you had last night?
You said you had a dream that you died, and I said we had the same dream.
Okay.
That deserves a middle finger.
No, I didn't.
Well, okay, fine.
He's left his fingers at all.
Now I'm kind of worried.
How
I think Jim is saying
Joe's
the
not
Mavic.
acting like himself.
about now?
Okay, I feel better.
Joe, are you interested in the Mavic 4?
My who?
Are you interested in the Mavic 4?
No, not a bit.
$38.99 with the Fly More. Amazon.
You know what I'm interested in? I'm interested in the Air 3S and the RC Pro 2 controller.
You have to see if there's a deal on it. Tomorrow's Prime Day.
Yeah, that come in, sir. But if I had both of those, I'd be happy. Because you give me the Pro controller to work with something in the future if I decided, and it'd be a better controller than one it comes with.
You'll have to see if you can get on sale.
Yeah, Prime Day is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yep. It used to be, and I think it used to be one day.
I will say the other night when I put the Air 3S up on the 4th, that was the first time I'd flown it at night. Its lights, the red and green lights, navigation lights, much more bright than the Phantom.
Really?
Much easier to spot.
But how's the video? 'Cause it doesn't have a night mode, right?
Yeah, I posted fireworks.
I got to go back and look.
I posted a link in chat a while ago.
Oh, I'm not looking at the chat. I'll find it.
Yeah.
Jim said with RC2, $28.49 Canadian.
Right.
So $38.99 American.
That's the 4, right?
Yep, Mavic 4.
No, I don't
Fly
want the
More.
4. I don't trust the 4 yet. I don't like it.
Is the battery the same on the 4 as
No.
it is the 3?
No.
What is it, longer battery or what?
A whole different technology.
Nothing that's on the 3 is on the 4.
Well, the basic most functions are the same. They're both flying cameras.
That's about right, Jim.
Yeah, but the different cameras.
The
No.
slight fluctuation every day.
All parts.
Oh.
Yeah, they're debating on how much the dollar has gone down since January. In
At the end of the
value.
day, like, what, 100+ countries use it as a reserve currency? Any fucking way.
Well, because Trump has been debating with several countries about the tariffs. The stock market was down 600 at noon today.
I don't know. Echo, what's £1 in dollars?
£1 is about $1 and 36 cents.
Ooh, $1.36 now.
The
It
stock
was.
market may be down today, but a couple of days ago it was the highest it's been in a long time.
I think it was $1.28 a month ago.
It's going to fluctuate all the time.
Joe, I hope it keeps going up and up and up.
Perpetual growth is a unrealistic goal.
Yeah, it fluctuates.
Oh.
There's people that do currency trading, and they do that every day. They buy currency in one type of currency. It will fluctuate. They'll sell it, and they'll just keep going back and forth.
There goes Paul eating
that is
them
called
chopped
what,
up
Justin?
Pop-Tarts again.
What do you mean?
What is that called, Justin?
Currency trading?
Arbitrage.
Is that popcorn?
No, that's Pop-Tarts he cuts up in little pieces.
Definitely not called popcorn.
What is it? Pop Tart Bites that they sell at the store?
No, it's the one he cuts up in about a gazillion pieces.
Yeah, there are
It's
ones they're already
his
cut
inner
up.
child wants that.
Full Pop Tart that Paul.
Starts
Yeah.
at that size and I chop it down.
Yeah, there are ones that are like this size.
I'll tell you, Donald, I did try a
bite-sized.
non-frosted strawberry about a month ago, and it wasn't bad.
Non-frost. I mean, hey, these are that's classic.
Because it was almost like it was like the pastry was just enough sweet to go with it.
You can taste the pastry.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good. I liked it.
Instead of just eating sugar. I mean, it is still just a big pile of sugar. Don't get me wrong. An unfrosted strawberry Pop-Tart is still junk food. But
it did have a nice proportional taste, though, between the pastry and the jelly inside.
Yes.
I liked it.
I like the
Brown
s'more
sugar,
Pop
cinnamon.
Tarts. I like the s'more Pop Tarts.
Which is just 100% sugar. It might even be 200% sugar. I'm not sure.
I don't like the smell.
Al thinks the dollar will collapse soon. Fear mongering or because of Brinks.
Oh, I do like brown sugar though, JD. Brown sugar Pop-Tarts are good.
Don't believe it. Clickbait. Don't believe
They have
it. clickbait.
unfrosted brown sugar? I didn't know that. Or do you unfrost it yourself, JD?
This is how much waste it's made so far just on that one print.
Whoa. I guess that's not a lot.
Eventually they'll come up with a decent machine to melt it down and reform it.
I guess decent amount, right?
Well, you
I
can
know.
recycle it, but it's a pain in the ass.
Oh, I heard the machines aren't quite there yet, neither,
No, you gotta,
from what I've heard.
and then you gotta like see. This is a mixture of PLA support material and PLA, so you gotta go in and separate it all.
But yeah,
I have a box like this big. Of
if we do have to worry about Brinks, because if they do coalesce enough to get rid of the petrodollar, then yeah, we are going to
Didn't know that.
see a collapse of our dollar, but that could be offset by bringing those dollars home as well. But it's one of those perpetual growth things where is the elimination of the petrodollar 100% bad?
Randy, Al is suggesting adjust your color settings on the bamboo.
What the hell? Petrodollar done?
No, he said that's not bad.
Petrodollar
Randy.
is
Did you adjust your colors?
It's
Oh, did you?
basically
Sorry.
the global supply of oil is traded in dollars,
All right. Okay.
and it allows
What does that
us
mean, Jim?
to keep a tighter control over that trade. But if they go off of the dollar, then that will.
Well, Trump's been talking with OPEC about oil, so
Well, yeah, and that.
But that's what I was
if they
talking
go off
about.
the petrodollar, then they will have a lot less reason to talk to us about anything.
But all the Middle Eastern countries seem to be loving him right now. So, as far as Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, they all love him. You could see in the Saudi Arabian prince's face when he was over there, he really admires Trump. You could tell, like he really likes him.
Who's your dad? Trump.
Whether you
Who's your
guys
daddy?
think that's a good thing or not, you could tell in the guy's face that he highly respected Trump.
Hey, Captain.
Justin, did somebody just walk in?
Be here when I came back from vacation.
You back tonight?
Is Paul around?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, my camera's not working. Gosh darn it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Try that now. I just asked you to start your video. Sometimes Zoom glitches out and won't let you do it unless somebody asks you to.
So Paul,
There we
you
go. I
Paul,
see you.
Take a look at this, bud.
Oh man, that's horrible weather. What are you doing?
Ooh.
Get inside.
It is the nicest, and I've got my Avada right here for sale. Guys coming to pick it up.
Okay,
right
yeah,
now.
he's carrying a bag outside of a bank.
You're
I
selling
know.
your Avada, Lance?
I am, and
What?
I was hoping. Usually, there's a policeman at the door, and I was going to tell him I've got to go inside the bank with this bag, and I want to let him know what it is, so they don't think it's a bomb or something.
Maybe
Why are you,
maybe he's just inside the door, Lance.
Well,
why
I
are you
looked.
selling your Avada?
Lance, keep everybody really calm when you walk in. Hold it back up and say, "This is not a bomb." That way they know.
Oh, they
Yeah.
just heard you say it
Yeah,
because he ain't got no headphones on.
yeah, exactly.
And he's sitting right under the camera saying that too. You know,
Oh yeah.
Lance,
yeah.
why are you selling your Avada?
Because I've got an Avada 2, I've got 2 Mavic 2s, I've got a Mavic 3.
You're
I've
selling the
got
Avada 1.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
exactly, Al. That's not no drone. That's his man purse.
Al says it's a man purse.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a man purse. You just won't catch me wearing one.
God, I remember when fanny packs were so big back in the 90s. Oh, my God.
Why is it called a fanny pack? Because most people wear it on the front.
Well, more people are using a fanny pack to go hiking.
Should
Strangely
be
enough,
called like a fupa pouch.
if you were in the UK, the fanny is at the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, people usually didn't wear them up front. They'd wear them to the side.
They used
Yeah.
to,
Yep.
over here they call bum bags.
Yep.
Yeah, I got.
Okay, here's the
sometimes
connection here.
I look at old pictures of my dad from the 90s, and he was in those brightly
Hi there.
colored parachute-looking pants
how
with
are
a
you?
fanny pack. And I'm like, oh my God.
I never.
What is wrong with
To
my
be
network?
fair, I never had a
I didn't
fanny
have
pack, and I
internet.
never wanted
Yeah.
one.
I wrote you.
Okay.
Did you ever have those
Yeah,
brightly
so,
colored like
I'm gonna.
parachute pants back in the 90s with all the
No,
dads? used to
no,
wear?
I wore jeans.
Ooh.
Why? Because jeans are timeless.
I'm gonna give you the bag.
That is true.
Lance may remember the parachute pants.
Well, when I was young, way back when
Jeans were called
when
dungarees. We
when
know.
they first came out with the fanny pack, they called it later. It was called the Merce, was a men's purse.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, back in just a couple of years for the
It's an
Titanic tank, right?
Yeah,
It's an
well,
it's an early term for the man purse.
That's why
Yeah.
Paul liked ships so much. He was there for the Titanic.
Corey,
The man purse was a European thing way before that.
Yeah, I had a nurse that was with me last week. She was on day and she saw my name, came in here to had to visit with me.
Hey, it's not a purse. It's a satchel.
Corey said bum bag.
so have they officially updated you, Joe, when you're going home?
I
No,
did say that a while back that we call it.
she's on another floor, saw my name and came up to see me. But she says it's probably gonna be tomorrow if they haven't moved me already. I said that's what I thought.
Well, if the doc comes in, just ask him point blank, when is my release?
He told me tomorrow,
Okay.
last night. That's why I'm thinking it's gonna be
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Like these pants right here, Donald. The fucking colorful, like, remember
So-
those? The
I
fucking
never. Yep, I never wore
jogging
those.
suits. My dad had
Yep.
those too back in the day, the jogging suits.
Yep, I never wore track pants.
I think Joe remembers those.
These shell suits. Ugh.
Yeah, I remember track suits back in the day. Then they had the ones that were real popular in the late 90s was the kind
Shells.
of sweat pantsuits. Sweatpants, and then you had a sweater that matched it and everything.
Yep.
If you see my closet, I got about 25 sweatsuits.
Randy, did they have the interstate corduroy pants when you were in high school in your area?
Yeah,
They had the IS on them logo.
yeah,
Remember those?
Yeah, the headbangers used to wear them.
Yeah, they were real popular where I lived in California. I remember those.
I had a pair of
Well, I
corduroys.
remember the corduroy pants. So when you walked, they went zip, zip, zip. Yeah.
Or remember the belt
Oh,
buckles,
that's the
Randy, from
Boston
the
Cream's
90s?
doing that.
I used to wear it out between the legs all the time.
People would have
What
their
was that,
names
Justin?
spelled. Remember the little metal belt buckles from back in the 90s?
Well,
Mhm.
You'd have your initial in it, and people would
that's
have
when
like,
Justin was in high school. He used to wear out his middle all the time.
no, you could get belt buckles with different designs or your initial, but some people would have like 3 or 4 of them and they'd spell out their fucking name with them.
Those are actually coming back in style.
Actually, oh, that belt that I just bought recently, I love that thing. It's a ratcheting belt. So you just put it on and you just push on it and it ratchets
Uh-huh.
so you
Yeah,
get to a good tightness.
I saw those at Kohl's.
Like a
Those are
zip.
still- yeah, here, I'll show you guys.
I need to get a new belt. I think I might
What?
get one of those.
Designed like a big zip tie.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So I had a reversible belt. It was one side was peeling like hell, so I bought a new one.
I wonder how long that will last, Justin, before it starts slipping.
Or peeling.
I don't know. It's a good question. I use it all the time and I haven't had any issues with it, so.
Is it a reversible or
far.
just one sided?
No, it's just one-sided.
Okay,
Ratcheted on the other side.
that's why. That's why I buy leather belts.
Oh, I bought it a little bit longer back than I thought.
So Portland, Oregon's uprising again too, right? Like they did before.
There you go.
And they got the guy,
I say my belt's
guy
black.
in front of the cop, dressed up like C-3PO. Got all that shit on there. And he's mouthing off to the cop. All the cop
Okay.
got to do is do a upper butt stroke with that weapon underneath that jaw, and he ain't gonna look like C-3PO. He's gonna be on the ground.
But it's real nice
was
because you don't have to deal with all that bullshit.
Yeah, I was looking at those, Justin. They look nice.
Like I said, I've had mine. I ordered it back in, looks like November or something when I checked it. And I haven't had any issues with it, and I wear it almost every day.
Right.
And that company, I believe, is an American company that makes everything here. So it was really good quality. Like it came in a nice package, had all their little business cards in there and everything. Like it seemed to be good quality. Like the presentation was really nice on it.
Yeah, my brother bought one.
They got about 100 different colors you can buy.
My brother bought one about Christmas time. He really likes it.
Well, you ought to wear that belt more often because you got the tattoo that says America.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to get one or just wants to look at it.
How's the spaghetti there, Randy?
We've got it being sold by JML at the moment.
Spaghetti. You see what type of bowl I'm eating out of?
Chili, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you got one of the ones with the built-in straw. Those are awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's cereal, man.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's cereal.
What you got?
Yes, sir.
It's
Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. My favorite, dude. That's my favorite cereal.
Ooh.
I love Fruity Pebbles.
My 3 cereals are Fruity Pebbles, Honey Bunches of Oats, almonds, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Look, I don't care if JFK gets rid of all the dyes as
What?
long as the flavor don't change. I
Yeah.
don't care if they're all bright and colorful. I don't really care about that. I just like the taste of them.
You get your soggy in the milk anyway.
Weetabix, Cheerios, and porridge.
The
Yeah,
three
pork.
like blandest fucking things over here.
Oatmeal.
Oh, a good oatmeal. Come on. Or
I-
porridge,
I-
as Mark says.
You know,
They're-
actually, I want some cream of wheat. I haven't had that in a long time.
Well,
You-
hey,
Ew.
Lance, are you in the back of the patrol car now, or?
You
Yeah.
can get,
So,
you can get lots of different flavors.
He looks like he's trying to climb back into his
oh, you
truck.
can over here too, Mark. They got oatmeal in like 1,000 different flavors you can get.
Yeah. And when you get those flavors, you're into Pop-Tart territory where you just are eating a bowl full of sugar. No. Get yourself some oatmeal. Put
That's what-
maybe in your bowl of oatmeal, maybe a teaspoon of sugar, just enough.
You
No,
want some flavor.
we get oatmeal with dried fruit in and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's usually
Oh, yeah.
dehydrated
Oh, dried
fruit.
cranberries. Yeah, throw some dried cranberries in there. It's pretty awesome.
No, but the instant oatmeal usually comes with dehydrated fruit in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but it also comes with a lot more sugar too.
Okay. I don't know. I've never really looked at it.
Oh, Jim's joining. Yeah, that's good. Frosted Flakes.
Shredded mini wheats.
Yeah, you go
No,
on this-
We can't hear you, Lance.
the worst ever cereal is shredded
You're on
wheat.
mute, Lance.
Awful.
It's gotta be
So
frosted
I-
shredded wheats.
So I sold it, and just as he was pulling it out, he wanted to fly it. So he started hooking everything up, and a cop pulls up, and I look over and I'm like, oh, good. He had pulled over a guy right in front of us, so he's giving a guy a ticket. We're doing our deal.
No,
I'm sure the two guys got a little anxious. They were
Okay.
Hispanic.
What you sold, the original Levada?
Yeah, just sold.
me and the I sold my air too. Me and the guy both agreed to put our guns on the trunk while we did our
How much did you
transaction.
get for it, Lance?
$724.
$724, and it was a fly mark kit?
It was, yes.
I was right at the park too. Pulled up, the guy looks
No.
at me, I look at him. Yeah, you look cool. I'm armed. Me too. So we put both our guns on the trunk,
You let
so
him
we
know
both felt comfortable.
724 did you, Lance?
I sold my Avada set up to the guy with the two Avadas for $12.60.
And then I
For 12
come,
No, both of them for $12.60.
One
Yeah.
fly more, the regular fly more kit, and two Avadas. One was unopened.
You got a great deal.
and then I come to find out the guy that I sold my air to, who worked for the FAA, is some kind of inspector. And he was trying to learn more about drones, so he wanted to buy a couple of them to kind of just get a little bit more of a feel for them and what they were.
Yeah, that
So-
Did he forget? Just look on YouTube.
no, he wanted to experience. I mean, if
Why?
you're going to be something that's inspecting crashes and different things like that, why wouldn't you want to be hands-on familiar with the stuff you're doing, right?
True.
That's what he told me.
Uh,
He said, he goes, I'm actually, I work for the FAA as an inspector. He goes, and I kind of want to get into drones and learn a little bit more about them and get hands-on with them. And we
Lance,
sat there and talked for a while.
Randy wants to know what goggles you got.
The ones that I sold were the Avada, the goggles 2, not the Integra, but the 2.
So so you
Nicer.
sold that whole bundle with the goggles and everything?
Yeah, goggles, controller.
Extra batteries?
Three batteries total. Set of props.
controller.
ND filters and a bag.
You might have been able to sell it for $1,000 there, Lance.
Hey,
Thank
Lance,
you.
did you tell him that he's going to have to hook his phone up and fly with his phone hooked up all the time?
Yeah, he had one. He already
At
had
this-
one.
That's the-
He wanted a second one, so yes. In fact, he pulled his phone out and flew it, so he knew.
That's the only thing that sucks about the goggles too with the Integras is you got to have your phone
I
hooked
agree.
up all the time.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's a better set of goggles, but it's more of a pain in the butt. I agree.
Right, because it doesn't have the GPS built in.
Yeah.
Man, I love the Goggles 3. The Goggles 3 are
Was that
So-
a trade-off to make the goggles more smaller and compact? Because they seem to be getting smaller and more compact every time they come out with a new version of them.
Yeah, the goggles 3 are a little smaller than the goggles 2. Not a lot,
Uh,
but they were a little bit. And the Integra were small as well.
do
They
we
were
see
smaller.
do we see them coming out with the goggles 4?
Why
I
would they
think so.
not come out with the goggles for?
These are some of my favorite goggles right here. I use these strictly for flying carbon quads.
Most likely.
The V2 goggles.
They look comfy.
Oh man, these things, they're when you put them on your with the Integras and the Goggles 2 and the Goggles 3, the goggles are literally like a quarter inch from your eyeballs. I mean, your eyelashes, you blink, you can damn near feel the screen. But with these, you can wear glasses and put these on over top of your glasses. so much room
Which-
inside the goggles.
Which means they literally glue to your face.
Okay, you guys ever go through YouTube or Facebook and you're scrolling through Facebook and you just see something that looks just so stupid? And you're like, why would somebody even possibly do that?
All the time. Why?
That right there. Like,
That's
what kind of
him.
jackass is gonna put America with a Macy's logo on it?
Fucking dick.
Well, you get some crazy people out there.
Shut up, Andrew.
Did you get any Macy's
Andrew,
deals
don't let him bully. He's not
over
close.
4th of July?
No, I'm just saying.
He's
There
saying
are-
again.
He
Crazy,
wanted
crazy
to do the
people.
star in red, white, and blue, but I kind of liked it more of a solid color because we kind of looked at it on the computer, the different, like what it would look like. I don't know. I just like the solid color better.
How you like my pink props?
Ooh. Now you can see it.
Sexy, right?
Now, can you show that tattoo and like get a discount on clothing and stuff?
Yeah, why not? It's got a little QR code in the middle.
Nah.
30% off for life.
I'm gonna get a little QR code put in a certain place.
Yeah, until your
Really?
skin starts stretching and it fucking takes you to some other site.
Yeah, Jim suggested the V2s are great. POV. Best.
Paul got his lights down low so we can't see him sleeping.
You see, his
Nice
daughter sat in his
solo.
chair and he sat on her.
I don't know.
Maybe a new one?
No, she said maybe just put
Put some
a piece of,
tape.
You're not hurt.
like a tag under him. The tape's been sticking.
This tape
Does it-
problem doesn't.
Does it hurt, Joe?
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing? Rescue you?
Is daddy smushing me?
Is Daddy hurting you?
Well, hey, give Daddy a big pinch on the butt, and he'll get out of your way.
Give him a pinch on the butt. Get out of your way.
I remember when my daughter was that little. She's bringing almost 13 years old.
Pinch me on the butt, and I'll get out of your way.
Yeah, I know, Jim.
No.
And one of them's almost 18.
Don't worry. Back up. Back up.
They're so much more lovey at that age. Until they
Mhm.
become teenagers.
How old is she?
Yeah, that's my baby. She's 6.
6, huh?
Yeah. She's daddy's girl, too.
Yeah.
Now,
My
she-
cousin's daughter's almost that age.
now
Well,
she's
most of my girls
she's
are,
going
too.
into what, first grade?
Yeah, until they
Oh,
start.
but,
Grab me around the neck.
Randy, some of them have way too much stuff.
Yeah.
Then they turn it.
Bite his ear. Bite his ear.
Stop. Don't encourage her. She's very impressionable.
Lick his ear.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
So Randy, that SFK terabyte drive you recommended, you still like it?
Oh, what was that, Lance? Say that one more time.
That SFK 2 terabyte drive that you recommended me buy, I think you have one. Do you still like yours?
Oh, hold on. He's playing with his daughter. Give him a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lance was asking if you still like that drive you were recommending, Randy.
Ah.
Randy, Lance wants to know if you were still recommending that drive.
Like, do you
Yeah, the
still like
SS,
it?
the SSK.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got one right here.
and it's faster than my Buffalo, huh?
I'm not sure, but I know it's pretty darn quick. I recently got some of the Samsung SD cards on sale. They're the high performance ones,
Oh.
but those things are so slow transferring files. A lot slower lot slower than a SanDisk. Hey,
Right.
stop.
Just know tomorrow through
trying not to
Friday is Prime Day.
Yeah, I had forgotten about that. I started shopping this morning, and you guys reminded me. I thought, oh yeah, I better wait. I'll pull the trigger later. I've got to order one so I can send it to Don, so he can put the information on the drive that I'm going to send him on that drive.
Don't bother about shipping anything. Just send me the busted SSD, and I'll upload it to a Google Drive, and you can download it where you're at.
Look how fast this M.2 is, Randy. 14.
So
Right there.
Good lord.
Would that be easier for you, Don?
You can upload it.
I'm
to
thinking it'd be easier for
Drive.
you.
Drive the
Okay.
cloud.
Or I was
Drop
just going to
down.
have it sent to your house.
But then,
That's all.
then I'd have to go through the process of shipping something instead of just uploading
Yeah.
something.
Okay. So, yeah,
Justin,
let's do the Google Drive thing.
What's up?
do they make like a connector to where you can use that externally?
Yep.
Oh, you mean
And those
adapter?
are cheap. Those are only like $10.
Adapters are cheap.
Hold on, I'll show you. M.2
I was sitting here, I almost went to sleep.
I actually just opened up I have two SSDs in my computer, 1 terabyte each for 2 terabytes. And I just opened up my D drive
Okay.
for storage.
They're a little bit more expensive now. They used to be a little cheaper, but you can get a case,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, will those limit the speeds that it operates at?
It shouldn't now. Because it's really down to your. I don't.
Well, it
think
says
should.
10 gigabytes per second support.
Right, you're gonna have to look and see which one would be more compatible with that.
Right. So you probably
Yeah.
get what you pay for.
So is that just a case and you put an SSD card in there?
No, you put an M.2 inside of it.
Oh, an M.2.
But I would recommend getting a double one. That way you could have an empty slot if you ever needed to copy anything over. You decide to get a second one, you can add a second one.
Yeah.
Because they have ones that have 2 slots, so you can transfer back and forth.
Yep, Andrew, I had my coffee today. I'm still recovering from Saturday though.
Me personally, I've never used one of those, but I know a few people that have, and they haven't had any issues with them. So Tim has one. He's got I think a 960, a Samsung 960 inside of
Right.
one.
So you don't want a Frappuccino down?
I've never cared for like those sugary coffees. I drink my coffee pretty much black.
But yeah, that's an expensive ass drive though, dude. That's $239 for 2 terabyte. But them speeds are fast.
Yeah.
That's what I
Mark,
want to buy when I start this new build at the end of the year, or when I start this new build when I go back to work. I'm
Mark,
gonna get 2 of those for the new motherboard.
Mark, I heard Roger Waters from Pink Floyd could face prosecution in the UK after declaring support for Palestine action.
How serves a silly sod right.
Are you surprised? Or
You never get surprised about any of the rock band members from the 60s, 70s, or 80s.
What's the guy's name?
Roger Waters from Pink Floyd.
Is he from UK? So where's he at when he said he was going to do supporting?
Well, he could face prosecution in the UK after declaring support for Palestine action.
In other words, what you're saying is that that's the reason why we won the war for freedom of speech.
But Mark, is he American or UK?
I'm the foggiest idea.
Roger Waters, I thought was British.
If he's not living there, it needs to turn around and give him the
I
finger.
thought all the members
Well,
of Pink Floyd were.
In it, yeah. So you would think so.
I think he's wrong in the first place. Still, you could say it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's English.
Mr. Photo Leo, what's going on?
Joe. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, they're an English rock band in London in 1965.
Yeah.
Gaining an early following as one of the first British
Jojo Props. That's his name. Jojo Props.
psychedelic groups.
I've got a bike. It's a really nice bike. It's got, yeah.
What's up, Joe?
Yeah. Pigs on the Wing.
Pigs.
Yeah.
Well, that was later on when
Yeah.
Animals came out. Their sound changed. If you go earlier, when Sid Barrett was still with them, they had a much more weird psychedelic sound.
Yeah.
So I remember the song, Is There Anybody Out There? Relax.
From the Wall.
Yep.
Yeah. All the way up to the wall. Yeah.
But yeah, Animals is a great album. I love Animals.
Mm-hmm.
And Pigs on the Wing is a really nice song.
Mm-hmm.
You got some of that on your cell phone?
Everything's on your cell phone.
Uh-huh.
Now, my brother used to have probably one of the best physical media collections of Pink Floyd that I had ever seen in my life.
So did he digitize it or?
I'm sure he
Another
did.
brick
I'm sure he still
in the
got it.
wall.
I'm
Is
sure some of the
anybody
original
out there?
records are worth quite a bit now.
I've got pretty much all of the Hot Wind albums on vinyl until they started just bringing them out on CD.
I
Yeah,
think
vinyl has made a comeback.
Yep.
There's a whole aisle in Walmart over here that sell records players, and they have a bunch of repopped albums you can buy now. That they've
occasionally you see at Kohl's they have modern record players where they have the USBs and the connections so you can connect to your computer.
Yeah, I've got one of them.
Yeah, you can get one like we had one out in the garage that had a tape deck, Bluetooth, everything. Pretty much damn near everything that from the past 30 years on it.
Y'all hear about that one Coast Guard guy? It was his first rescue mission in Texas, and he's got 165 saves.
I've got a mini disc deck.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, they were talking about it this morning. This is the first time he's been on a rescue mission in the Coast Guard. 165 saves. They're gonna have to give him something for that.
Putting in work.
Apparently a large group of them were in one spot, so he just went, let's see how many we can get.
Scoop them all up in a big net.
Pretty much.
A lot of people.
Oh yeah.
They had one girl in there. She looked like she's about maybe 14. She said the first thing she thought about was when the water started coming up, she got her name tag and put it on her, so that if she died, they could find her body and know who she was.
Mm.
Smart. Apparently, there's a number of children they still haven't. There's a backlog to identify them.
Yeah, they were showing all the 8 and 9-year-olds that died this morning. Confirmed, but they're still missing like 14.
I heard there's a large cabin on the camp that literally, as the water rose up, it swept the cabin off the foundation and down the river it went.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of them.
That's a sad situation there.
But I think it was 24 feet in 45 minutes or something.
Yeah. One of the 9-year-old girls' parents, they were talking to them, and they said she was at the camp with her friends, and these are friends that she's had for years. even though she's only 9, and she was having the time of her life. So at least we know that she was having the time of her life with her friends before this happened.
Several of them had only been there for one day.
Yeah.
Has the count gone up from 78 now?
I heard it might be up at
Over
near
90.
100 now.
Over 90.
It's 100 plus right now. 27 kids.
The co-owner of the camp is
And there's still
passed.
300 or 400 people missing, right?
No, not that many. There's only about 30 people missing now.
The director and co-owner are dead, among the dead.
Yeah, the director,
camp.
he died trying to save them too.
Well, Texas is supposed to get another torrential rain shower here in the next day.
I just saw Christy Nome was sent down to
They
Texas.
said the Democrats are blaming Trump for the Texas flooding.
Yep.
Where the hell
Oh,
did,
for fuck's sake, that's a natural thing.
where the hell did the water come from? There's no hills in Texas.
There's hills all over Texas.
But Mark,
Not
this
as
area
flat as you
is
think.
in. I think this area is in a valley,
Ooh,
right along the river.
that looks good.
The middle of Texas, there's a lot of flat plains, but there's hilly country.
And
Go to Fort Stockton, Texas. One of
they-
the largest drop-offs for trucks at Fort Stockton, Texas.
Hey, Joe, the Democrats are organizing protests against Trump, blaming him entirely for the disaster.
Guess what I'm getting
But-
today?
Yeah, they're a
They-
bunch of idiots.
and they
Trump
did
needs to come out and
say
flip them off and say, go to hell.
they
Tuck.
did say Texas is in a drought, so the ground was hard like bricks,
Hey, Justin,
which allowed for flooding.
What?
that print I showed you guys of the sword I'm making, that's a 34-hour print. Yesterday I had it going. It was 9 hours in, and the damn print head knocked over one of the support trees. And I was like, son of a bitch. I was literally 2 feet from it and heard it happen and hit pause before it could print anymore. And I super glued it back on, and the son of a bitch worked.
Uh-oh,
Behind you.
somebody's
Behind you.
trying to get your attention.
Behind you.
Yeah, somebody said that. Somebody told us about that earlier.
Yeah, it was just the support. If it had
That's all.
been the actual print itself, it would have been
Behind
gone.
your right.
Yeah,
That's
I see
good.
her.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, guess what I'm getting today? My little mini toolbox. Been wanting one of
Cool.
those for a minute.
Would you
From
buy it
Lowe's?
off? Would you get it off Amazon, Justin?
No, you can go to Lowe's and get them. They have little cobalt mini, little tiny mini
Oh,
toolboxes.
he's waving to you.
Because I'm going to use it to put all my precision screwdriver stuff in it,
I scare you.
so I can have it on my desk.
Look,
Oh God, take them off!
look, you scared her. It
Hey,
reminds me of that monkey.
Justin, what's that thing you got? A Vector robot or something like that?
Um,
All
I
right,
have the
good one.
Cosmo, but there is a Vector one too.
Yeah, they got a Vector one on Woot. It was on sale
Jim.
yesterday.
Look,
The
give
newer
me 2
version.
minutes, okay?
I think it was $270. All
She said
black.
him
There is no
creepy.
newer version. You either have Cosmo or Vector,
What's
and
that?
they
It said 2.0.
yeah, it's a newer version back when they were making it, but
Yeah, that's what I mean.
they don't make them anymore, and the price on them has skyrocketed.
It's $270.
But you can program
Hold
them
on.
with Python and do your own programming on them if you want to build something for them. There's tons of Reddit pages with stuff too that people have already done for them that you can download and upload to it.
Paul, do you see JD's comment?
But it has
Right.
actually has a coding system built into it.
Scary Clown Murray.
They're kind of like the Tello drones. You can do all your own coding on them if you want. They're great for STEM classes.
The Tello drones, that's the smallest one that they make.
Tell
No, they have the new Micro Mini DJI. We talked about this the other day.
Micro Mini DJI.
Yeah, it's only 24 grams.
Yeah.
It's about the size of a big fly, isn't it?
What was the name of Rod's small drone there, Joe?
Rods.
Rod's got some small drones.
Yeah, you have to ask
FPV.
him. It's all hand built.
He's hand building.
Oh.
They're not commercial drones.
Yeah, when you're kind of hand building drones from a bunch of random parts, it doesn't. You kind of can name it whatever you want at that point.
Did you see Justin? Did you see Jim's comment there?
Yeah, but oh, this sandwich is good.
You taking the buggy out there, Don?
Having a danwich.
I will, thanks.
Just for a change, I had a chicken biryani.
I'm having a Philly cheesesteak sub with Southwest sauce on it, which is really
Joe,
good.
Joe, what did you have for dinner?
Damn.
Think about it. I said it already.
Yeah, if
He showed it.
I'm checking out. I had a skink, which is a lizard.
What was
A
it?
skank.
It's a skink, a blue-tailed skink, and it had laid eggs, put a nest underneath this pot here, and has since had the babies hatch. I don't know if they're way back there.
Joe, you said you had stroganoff,
Oh
right?
wow.
Yeah, I just
Can you
figured
see
that out.
him?
Went back and looked.
Yeah,
Add beef stroganoff.
not really.
No, they're
But with no dressing and no cornbread.
kind of small, but they're hatched.
It's hard to see
Carrots
him.
and
I
side
can't see
salad.
him.
I may have to get out here with a camera and zoom in and
Oh,
Look
so speaking of cameras, Donald, they're doing a film thing in Orlando, and it was showing what movie was it that they did the first dolly zoom in?
Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock.
yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
you're
One of those.
probably thinking Vertigo.
Yeah,
Vertigo.
yeah, they were doing a big film festival
Or it could
showing around
could have
that.
been Vertigo. It could have been actually they did a dolly zoom
Rear
in
Window.
the Psycho.
No, it was Vertigo because they said it was the very first film that they ever did that dolly zoom
Or
in.
no, it wasn't a dolly
was-
zoom. It was more of a snorri cam in Psycho when he went down the stairs. So yeah, it's probably Vertigo.
No, it was. I remember the name. It was definitely Vertigo. But they were doing a film showing in some of the theaters in Orlando for it as a tribute. So I was like, oh, Donald would probably like something like that.
I've seen Vertigo several times.
Now, Paul, in the morning, I got scrambled eggs, sausage, gravy, and biscuits, and a sausage link, right? And if I'm
Yeah.
here at lunchtime, for some reason, I'll have a chicken Caesar salad.
Ah.
I'm hoping that I'm leaving about that time, and I can grab and take it with me.
So, and you're also hoping they're going to provide you with the dressing to go on the salad?
I got dressing at home. As all I got to do is get home.
Okay.
Or did you make your own dressing?
How long did it take them to go and fetch your dressing for you?
Oh, one of the nurses ran and grabbed one real quick.
Okay.
The nurse I got tonight is real good.
You're lucky she was quick. Other times it takes forever.
But I had a nurse that was here 3 days last week. She was on a different floor, saw my name and came and visited me. She didn't think I'd be here. And then my girlfriend from high school just texted me, wanted to know what happened, why I'm in the hospital. Do I need her to come see me?
Hell yeah, I do.
How'd she know you were there?
On
Oh, it's
Facebook. And then remember that one I told you about that I just said I missed my chance? The CEO with the hospital,
Yeah.
COO. She's talking back and forth with me now. She had gone on vacation. She says, "You still there?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You still need the knee scooter?" I said, "I'm gonna probably need it, but I don't know when I'm getting out. Probably tomorrow." She goes, "Well, you want me to come up and bring it to you tonight?" And I said, if you don't mind, so she might be bringing it to me.
So she's gonna bring in knee scooter tonight, huh?
Hell yeah.
Oh, apparently
That's
it's
what
a
I'm saying.
whole.
I'm just
Joe,
working,
you're-
I'm working it right now.
You're
Joe's
making
working it.
you're making connections all over that place, Joe.
Apparently it's a whole week long thing, and they're doing a different movie every day, but they're starting off with Vertigo.
Okay.
Hey, Andrew, she's the COO of Covington Trace Hospital, right? But she's also the Booster Club at football president.
Oh, so you already know her.
Yeah, and I've known her for a few years, and she's single now for about 4 months, and she's looking like she's trying to take care of me. So that's good news.
I'm surprised that you haven't had your injury broadcast on the news with that woman.
I'm telling you, I had 287 comments on the band site, which is the site they use for football. About you better get well, you better get back here. We're looking for it. Anything you need, all of this.
Jim, you might want to check eBay, bro, because a lot of the telos are still going for decent money. A lot of the stuff I've noticed, like tech wise, that has the ability to code it, even if it's older, people will still buy it.
Jim said, I'm gonna go scrape my knee. Captain Joe turned the womanizer.
I'm not a womanizer. Not a womanizer. I appreciate a couple of them, and if they want to come take care of me, it's good. And the other part is
Jim's
that
just jealous, Joe. Don't
yeah,
listen to him.
I know I'm not really milking it, okay? Because this bitch hurts, and it's gonna take a while to heal, so I might as well use it.
Yeah.
But overall, you're having a decent experience there, right?
And Joe's not a womanizer. He's a fan of all kinds of broads.
But you're having a good experience there, right?
Oh, hold on. I gotta scratch my nose.
There you go.
Oh, you got the finger, Donald. Poke the bear
Okay.
long enough.
I said I dreamed of his death, and he doesn't flip me off. I just say he not a womanizer. He likes broads, and that deserves a middle finger. I don't get it.
Yeah, this one
He,
here.
he
She's
can give it
kind
to
of
you again
classy.
if you didn't see it.
This one is kind of classy broad,
Honest, you did get it.
Yeah.
Oh, classy broad. A classy broad is one who takes the dishes out of the sink before she pees in it.
Oh,
What'd you think of that, Justin?
Jim thinks you're milking it there, Captain Joe.
Can't see the chat.
He said, comment, you're milking it, Captain Joe.
Hey, I'm not milking it. Look.
It's
Yeah,
what he,
want me to show
I'm
you the
just reading what he
pictures?
put.
I'm not milking it.
No, you see his leg? He ain't milking shit.
I'll show you just the graph site where they took it from. And you can see I'm not milking nothing.
not to mention they had to take that mole off his ass too.
They did.
Oh, I'm so glad I caught that nurse before you muted me the other day.
Yeah, she loved that.
Was she laughing?
Yep.
No, she
Well-
she knew we were fucking around. She got a laugh.
Or
out
was
of
she
it.
laughing on her way out the room?
Oh, she was laughing while she was working on me right here.
I would be less concerned about the mole on his ass than the gerbil that's in it.
No,
I think personally that Joe is the
there it
talk
is.
of the nurse's station.
Now we're over it. That's over the line there, Donald.
He's got a point.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Heels.
You know, what
Randy,
are those nurses all going to do, Joe, if they don't have you to talk about?
They got my business card. They got my number.
Ooh, 12 feels like
So,
9.
Joe,
wonder
did you
it's
turn in different orders tonight, or we're going? I'll get a picture of your turkey sandwich again.
Actually, I don't know if I want one tonight. I didn't
Yeah,
have one
it's
last
good.
night. I told them I didn't want it. But I got a thing of fresh pineapple over here with about 7 pieces in it.
Oh,
I
pineapple
thought
sounds
Joe.
good.
I thought Captain Joe was going to go for a cheeseburger.
Tuna and sweet corn.
When he leaves. He's
guys,
eating
I'm gonna take
hospital
off.
food now.
All right, Randy, have a good night,
Got
man.
about 7 pieces of fresh pineapple
Bye,
on it.
Randy.
Bye bye.
Wave. Bye bye.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
Jonathan.
All right, see you guys.
I just noticed Jonathan was there.
What's up, Jonathan? I still can't see you in Paul's chat for some stupid fucking reason.
Mhm.
I don't get it. I can see him in everybody else's chat but Paul's. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Justin, I think it's a YouTube thing.
It is, because I can see him in my chat. When I go live, he comes in my chat all the time. I have no issues. I can see
You
him
talking
just
about
fine.
Andrew?
No,
No,
Jonathan.
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 Is
I
he
can
in the
see
chat?
Mind
him.
you, that writing he uses, it's almost invisible.
No, that's the writing isn't the, but I can see him in my chat when I go live, no problem. I can see him in anybody else's chat, but for
Yeah.
some reason in Paul's chat, he doesn't exist. And I don't know why.
No, it's weird because he does in mine.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's definitely a YouTube
It's-
thing. Because the only
I-
way you would not be able to see somebody's chat is if you blocked them, but it would be across the board on everybody's channels. It wouldn't just be
Yeah.
one specific channel. So it's not that, because I've double checked that to make sure that wasn't an issue.
Okay,
He's not in
apparently
there.
Just to make sure, Jonathan just put, what's good, Justin?
Okay, apparently that guy that got killed, that shot at ICE, was a Democratic voter. And they said there's a report out that says Democrats are told we might have to get shot to resist Trump with ICE. So they're going as far as, go get yourself killed so we could use that against ICE. I'm telling
Against
you, the
Trump.
people that are spreading that,
Fucking it's hot
go to jail.
outside.
Well,
Oh.
it might be ICE that they're attacking, but it's a backhand. They want to get Trump any way they can.
Right.
It's no good saying Hawk, Jonathan. Dominic's not here.
Speaking of Dominic, where is Dominic?
Is there anybody else on tonight?
Probably just getting out of bed.
Tonight's the big night.
Or
The
TJ?
grumpy vlogger,
Oh,
Lloyd.
Grumpy. He's on
He
with
comes
Grumpy.
on in 30 minutes, and then you got Drone Nation.
Yeah.
Comes on an hour after that.
Well,
To be
before
honest, I never watched
Ju-
any. The only
before
one I ever
Lloyd,
watched
you
was
got,
Lloyd out of them two.
Justin,
you
you'll
got
like
Philip.
this one. Marjorie Taylor Greene proposes felony charges for deadly weather manipulation.
Howard Institute ought to be on right now, too.
Marjorie Taylor Greene's a nut.
I'm gonna be honest, I could never watch Drone Nation. I can't. Nothing against Ron, I just can't listen to his nasally voice for an hour and a half.
yeah. Marcus and DeMarco were right, but
Justin, you have same problem as Jim does.
Ron just wants to stick to the script all the time.
Anybody seen the other Ron? The Ron from
He's been
Vacation
around.
Canada fishing.
Yeah, he comes in every week or so.
Mr. Lockwood?
Yeah, he's in Canada fishing.
Ah.
And
Yeah,
there is
the outfitter he works for has an
An
area up there
operation
that
up
he
in
runs.
Canada. Yeah.
So Ron got a free. He doesn't have to pay anything to go up there and go fishing. He just gets to go. The only cost he has is just driving up there and back.
I hope
Everything else is free, his lodging and all that stuff.
I hope he does some recording while he's up there.
Oh, he will.
and there's also a Ron Johnson.
Ron's only problem is Ron takes a long time to edit his shit. Like sometimes Ron will go up and he'll film something, but you won't see it for like 6 months after he gets home.
Yeah.
But Ron does good videos. It just takes him a long time because he's always so busy doing other shit.
Ron Lockwood's Alaska video is awesome.
Yeah, that was the one where he was taking the last one he went on. He had the video of the whales coming up in and out of the water. Yeah, Matt was like, I've never been that close to a whale. And I told him, I said, I've seen some of your ex-girlfriends. Don't be lying.
Joe, you look like you're getting ready for potty time.
Nope, getting relaxed.
Oh,
Yeah, Ron's gonna be one of those ones, dude. He's gonna work till the day he dies because I don't see him retiring. That boy can't sit still more than 10 minutes. He's just always on the go doing something.
Yeah, in one form or another, he'll work.
Yeah, he's just always on the go doing something. Ron likes to stay busy.
But
He'd
sometimes
drive
he'll
himself.
go.
He'd drive
go-
himself crazy if he retired and was just sitting at home.
He'll go part time, so then he'll get some time to relax.
Well, what's great about Ron too is he's in that really good position that he has really good paying jobs in a low cost area, which is really good to have because it's hard to find high paying jobs in low cost of living areas.
He did say a couple times he did have to later find out he saved his boss's ass.
Well, like I said, he's got a good position as far as saving money for retirement and all that, because he's not in a high cost living area. But he makes really good money between the outfitting and doing the guiding and all that, plus his medical work he does.
Is that much cheaper where he is compared to where you are, Justin?
Probably.
Oh,
Everywhere.
dude, I could imagine a 3-bedroom house in his area if I was renting it would probably be half, if not fucking third of the cost of what I'd pay here.
Or is it cheaper over by Joe?
No. Expensive shit over here.
Oh, Ron lives out in the middle of fucking nowhere, dude. Like the cities are spread out by like 60 miles. Like he's in an area, yeah, it's not a very sought out area to live in, which means things are a lot cheaper.
Yeah, if Ron wants a burger, he's got to go to the local bar.
Right.
Well, a lot of people move out of New York because property taxes are too damn high. They move to the Carolinas because they're over
They
half.
move out
over
because
half the cost.
everything's too damn high. Rent everything. And the thing is as many vacant apartments there are in New York City now, they're estimating over 16 to 20,000 apartments are vacant because so many people have moved out of the city. But the rent costs haven't gone down at all. They've actually gone up, which doesn't make any sense.
That Zendani wants to put in more
Even commercial properties.
more low income apartments.
Even commercial properties, the rent has not gone down on them.
Live in New York, you might as well not bother owning a car.
That's why Louis Drossman got up and moved his whole operation to Texas.
And then Trump called him a commie.
Who?
Trump called Zendani, who's running for mayor of New York City.
He has communist ideals, but he just won the primary. He's not he still has to go through the election.
Oh, he ain't gonna win. They'll find a way
But to have state-run grocery stores and shit, that sounds like Russia back in the 80s.
He wants to have everything state run.
Yeah, that sounds like
I don't
the
think will
Soviet
happen.
Union.
I'll put it like this: if he wins, it's gonna be terrible. Because Trump's already said if he starts having problems with ICE and everything like that, he says, I'll just arrest him. Get him arrested. For interfering. That's the way to go. Just shut him up that way. Just every time he does it, arrest him again. He wants to be stupid. He's gonna hurt that city. And the city's city's stupid enough to let him do it. Because it's only going to affect that city.
Well, they also got Eric Adams running against him.
That's what I'm thinking. Everybody needs to realize what is going to happen if he wins. So that everybody needs to get out and vote. Lesser of two evils is Adams.
You okay, Don?
Am I okay?
Yeah.
Of course I know. Why?
You left and came back.
You get me to leave and not come back?
Yeah, he had a serious accident, but he's all right now.
Yeah, it all depends.
I'm trying to figure out why this video is not showing up on my iPad.
The one you just put out with the fireworks?
No, I just went out and got a shot of these lizards
Okay.
and on my phone. I transfer it to my iPad. I can look at it in photos. I can see it in photos on my iPad. I can watch it there. I cannot share it here.
I wonder if
Oh,
there's some kind of weird like formatting issue. It's not Zoom's not picking it up. Is it in some weird format?
It might still only be viewable on the cloud.
Yeah, I don't know.
the fireworks, when you hit that one, where you go? He left.
Yeah, he might be going to his computer.
Yeah. Well, Paul, I'm gonna jump off.
Okay, well, but we're
Try
gonna
to find
call,
out what's going on with me because I'm probably not going anywhere tomorrow for sure.
okay. Well,
So
we're gonna close it down anyway.
Are we?
we'll wait till Don gets back because he's trying to show something.
Well,
Yeah.
Joe, go ahead.
I'm gonna go.
All right.
I'll see y'all later.
Okay,
All right.
Joe.
See
Take
ya.
care.
Hot outside. Jesus.
It's not hot here.
You didn't burn yourself when you stepped outside, did you?
Oh yeah, I went out there for about 5 minutes on the back porch. Fucking, it's hot out there.
What do you mean? 12 degrees centigrade,
Oh.
like 9.
You figure it out, Donald?
Don't know yet.
Mark said it might be because it's only viewable on the cloud, and so some reason Zoom's not picking it up.
Nope,
Maybe.
I didn't share it via cloud. I transferred it from my phone to my iPad. So it's physically on my iPad.
I'm wondering if it's some kind of weird formatting issue.
What if you change it to MP4? Most support that,
Be.
right?
Would it be in downloads, perhaps?
Yeah, he's sharing, but it's just
Yep,
an all black screen.
Can you? Oh, that's just an all black screen.
Yep.
I mean, it's not playing, but it's paused at 3 seconds. Yeah, see, it's not showing us anything. Just an all black screen.
I'm looking at video right now.
No.
See if you can send it to me in Messenger, and I'll try to share it. I don't know if that file's too big for Messenger, but
I don't want to send you a picture of my lizard via Messenger. That's weird. I mean, what kind of man would even ask that of another man? Be ashamed of yourself. What if I just shared my screen? Okay. Can we see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Those. You see that?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
See that little blue thing down there in the middle of the screen?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's one of
That's
his
the tail.
tails. And see the leaf?
I see.
There's a bit of
yeah.
blue behind the leaf.
I see the other one there.
I see two.
Oh. But there we go.
There's one right there.
Yeah, I walked right into that, Joe, for sure.
There he goes. He's little tiny guy.
Oh, there you go. Now you got a good visual of him. There you go.
That's a brand new hatched baby that hatched today.
Yeah, that is fresh hatch.
So we got so many fucking lizards around here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Just don't let them in your house. Because I heard there's a pain to catch.
Well,
Any lizard's a pain in the ass to catch.
Well, a while ago I got one in my screen room.
I get them. We get them in the house all the time because they'll be on the doors, and you'll go to walk in, you won't see it, and then they'll jump off the door into the house.
They
And
love.
I've seen some do it, and I actually did see them as I was opening the door, and they jumped off the door, fucking running under the couch or something.
They love on the back of the house when the sun is hitting it. They love the white aluminum gutter on the back of the house.
Oh, dude,
That's
I can
where-
walk out on my back porch and you'll see at least 10 on the screen almost all the time.
The big issue
Maybe
is
run around on
I
the
just don't
screen.
want the kitty cats to kill the babies. And I'm sure we've got more than that around. It's just I went to move that pot last month. I was gonna move that big thing and saw the eggs and then replaced it. And so I've left it there until they hatched. So I've been
So you're afraid they're gonna start playing hunt?
Huh?
You're
That
afraid
might
the
be cool.
cats are gonna start playing hunt?
Well, they already do with the other lizards around, and I get mad at them when I come across a dead one.
Tyson likes to chase the lizards in the yard. He's always chasing them. You'll see him running along the fence line, chasing them up the fence.
Do you get many lizards up there, Paul?
Because
So-
the cold, extremely cold in the wintertime, and in the summertime it gets hot. So we get a little bit of fluctuation of the animals, but not like down south.
Mm-hmm.
And see, we're in tropical weather down here, so they're all the time.
We don't
Yeah,
get any lizards.
We get some of the gray, scaly lizards, but most of what we have around here are the skinks like that.
Mine are the ones around here are green, and then they turn brown once they hit mulch.
I don't even know what kind of lizards we have around here because you can go outside and see 10 different looking lizards in 5 minutes. They all look different. I caught a all black one in the house here while I was on Paul's live stream last week. The girls were trying to catch it in the kitchen and they fucking knocked its whole tail off.
Oops.
And it was probably about 3 inches long. It was a pretty good sized lizard. And I saw him sitting under the air conditioner in my bedroom. So I was able to get a coffee cup over him. And he was missing the tail, so I knew it was him. And I took him outside and let him go.
Coffee cup and cardboard or coaster.
I just did a coffee cup with a piece of paper underneath.
Yeah.
Slid the paper underneath. Walked outside and tossed him out there. Yeah, it don't take much for a lizard's tail to come off.
Mm-mm.
I think a lot of them grow back, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a defense thing.
I think some of them will even grow feet back if they lose the one in it, won't they? Like they're pretty regenerative.
I know
Like
salamanders
regenerative.
will.
A couple minutes ago, Joe said you walked right into that one, Justin.
Yeah. When he asked me to send him pictures of my lizard.
I've never seen lizards around here until I went to Oceans, a fun water park a few years ago, and they were running all over the place. Little tiny ones, JD said. Yeah, I used to catch the lizards when we were watching my sister's turtle. She has a snapping turtle man, and she's had him for probably 20 years now, and she won him at a fair of all things. And now he's fucking massive. And so we used to go out, me and the kids would go out every day because we were watching him for like 6 months while my sister was in between houses and everything. And we used to go out and catch a couple lizards every few days and throw them in there for him.
Did you say that he's a snapping turtle?
Yeah.
Do
She won him
not-
at a fair when he was just a little tiny thing. I
Do
mean, he was the
not-
size of a $50 when she first got him.
Do not piss off a snapping turtle.
If you know how to pick them up, they're harmless.
Yeah. Don't ever pick up an alligator turtle. Unless you have long arms.
If you're not careful, they will break your finger, at least.
Oh, the one she has could easily take your finger off. They got a hold of it. Yeah, they got a hell of a force on their bite. But you can go down to the lake right across the street from my house, and there's a log that sticks up out near
Is it
the
like a
water's edge.
slider or like a slider like the red-eared snapping turtle, or is it like an
It's
alligator?
got the red. No, it's got the red on it.
Okay.
But if you go out by the lake over here where that big log is, it's been in the water for years. You'll go out there during the day and there'll be fucking like 40 of them sitting on that big log just basking in the sun. And some of them are massive too. They're huge. And you see them on the roads all the time around here. I've seen more of those in the wild than I have alligators. They're always out running
They're-
across the road.
They're heavy to try to move.
Like I said, they're nothing. You just reach back behind them and pick them up from behind, and they can't get you. People stop all the time and pick them up and they'll put them on the side of the road. They'll take them to the other side. And I've even seen people that will put them in their car and they'll go down to the lake's edge and put them back in the lake.
Because a number of years ago, I used to live like a mile from the river, and I come out to the outside of the pool, and we had pavers along the side of the pool and next to the filter, and right on the pavers for the filter was a snapping turtle. So we had to put him in a bucket, drag him down to the woods, which was about a quarter mile down the road.
A lot of
And it was like, you son of a bitch, I left here 2 days ago.
yeah, right. It took them 2 days to get to the fucking
Well,
pool.
at that point, we had literally just replaced the liner and the pool. Didn't want him
wouldn't.
putting a hole in the liner again.
Yeah, a lot of people that grew up around in Florida or have been here for years, a lot of them aren't even afraid of alligators or, dude, I've seen golfers out on the golf course just swing their club at them. Fuck off, and swing their club at them and the gator take off running from them. Like they had no fear. They'll just walk up and just nudge them away. There you go. Get back in the water.
Because I've seen Tiger's caddy take 9 iron and just go poke the gator in the nose.
Oh yeah, they do it all the time here, dude. You'll if you go on the golf courses and there happens to be one in the little, retention ponds throughout the golf course, they'll just walk up to them and nudge them with the golf clubs till they go back in the water.
But if they're basking in the sun with their mouth open and the ball lands in their mouth, what's the rule?
Well, you ain't gonna get that fucking ball back, I'll tell you that.
That's what I was thinking.
The thing is a gator will open its mouth and it won't close it unless something physically touches the inside of its mouth.
Now, is the rule the same when you come across Justin with some balls in his mouth?
Oh. But no, yeah, gators won't close their mouth unless something physically touches the inside of their mouth. That's how these guys when they do these performances and they stick their heads in there, it's because they're not actually touching anything in the gator's mouth. The gator will sit there all day long with his mouth open. But the one guy that got his head trapped in the gators, that one video that went viral years ago, he actually knows what caused it because he was sweating real bad and he stuck his head in there and he didn't wipe all the sweat. And one drop of sweat dripped down on the gator's tongue. That's all it took. That fucking gator snapped down on his head. And they have almost no muscles to open their mouth. And this is why people can grab their mouths with just one hand and hold it shut.
Keep them shut, yeah.
And they'll just use a couple, rounds of duct tape to keep their mouth shut. But coming down the other way, they'll fucking kill you.
If
that guy's lucky that gator didn't twist his fucking head off. He's lucky that gator wasn't in the water.
If a gator, the ones that I've seen are women about 5 foot, skinny, petite women that have gotten eaten by a gator.
It don't matter how big you are, dude. If you get in the gator's territory and he grabs you, especially in the water, you'll be damn lucky to get away. That's all I gotta say.
Hilton Head, Sea Pines, and then Bluffton.
Because what they'll do is they'll grab you and they'll start doing what they call that death roll.
We've all seen Crocodile Dundee. Like do the death roll, take you down there and tuck you up under a log and let you.
Well, there was that video at that one alligator park, and they were feeding the gators, and the one gator was sitting behind another one, and it grabbed the other gator's leg, thinking it was the food, and fucking did the death roll and twisted its leg right off. I was like, oh my God.
I saw a huge gator carrying like a 3-foot gator in his mouth walking across the golf course.
Well, I think my
Yeah.
wife's home, so I need to figure out something for dinner.
Yeah. I'm gonna take off. Gotta take the
Yeah,
dog
we're
out.
gonna close it down.
All right. We'll catch y'all
We'll
later.
see you later.
Okay, Grumpy Vlogger is on in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
All
We'll
right,
see you
everybody.
later.
Okay, everybody. Bye for now.
I don't.